Anticipate.
We're so alive.
Out of here. Nobody cares about you.
I thought you were going to finish that out faster.
What?
I just got one for Facebook
You were like,
and YouTube.
anticipation. Should have worn my Rocky Horror shirt.
Have yourself a great little episode. We are live now.
Fantastic. I'm going to play some other music. Here we go.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Whoa.
From now on, I'll stop singing.
Okay. I think that could be the first intro where you might be able to hear my dog bark in the background. We are live adventures from the shed, adventures from the stream coming at you live. We are back with our full crew, and of those people, we will go through introductions, or those people. You people say your names now.
Hey, this is Chris, returning as Alset Alakin, the gnome Warlock of Wonder.
Hey, this is Aster. I will no longer be playing Bird Daddy, fortunately and unfortunately. I will be back as Alistair, the Halfling Paladin.
I'm Randy, and I play Tusk, the half-orc, half-barbarian, half-werewolf, I don't know, goofy guy. Let's do this.
And I'm Jason. I thought
The only person who didn't.
Yeah.
Oh, well, there goes Joe.
Everything
Yeah, I
on
thought he
my
froze.
computer
Yeah, I thought he
just
froze too.
reset. Hold
You
on.
kind of hear him.
Son of a biscuit.
That biscuit got gravy on it? That's all I want to know.
It's freaking awesome, isn't it? So anyway, I'm Joe, and you just
It
can't
looks like a
see me.
glaive kind of symbol.
yeah, it's a good symbol.
And I'm going to fix that, possibly at least.
It was really because Randy got on with no technical, issues at all.
That's
It's
what
been
it
a
is.
while.
It's crazy, man.
He's ruined it.
It's been a while now.
The crazy part is, what camera am I using? Is it this one?
Joe's actually setting up a jump scare for us.
Oh, I am. Wouldn't
Hey,
that be
Halloween's
great?
around the corner.
That'd be pretty good.
Time for
So-
some spooky D&D adventures.
It definitely would be.
So does that mean we're all gonna like dress up at some point?
It depends on what you mean by dress up.
I still
Yeah,
want to
you-
dress up as Darkness from the Legend movie. but I
Like
don't know if
Nico
that's
made
a lot of
outfits,
makeup.
obviously.
Well, if you send me a Nico made outfit, I will dress up like it on the stream for you.
I need to know your size and address.
That would be outstanding.
But
I'll
if-
even let you borrow my headset.
There we go.
So-
I'll do it. I'll rock it. I'll rock it hard. No, if Alset goes as Darkness, he can just turn off his camera and just be dark.
You
No,
know,
I mean
that's a good
Darkness
point.
from Legend. Tim Curry, Darkness from Legend. But that's a lot of makeup.
That's a lot of makeup. But Tim
But me and the
Curry,
wife always wanted to dress up like that. Yeah,
Tim Curry's a national treasure, though. You got to do him proud.
Yes, he is. Yep.
Space.
Yeah. Hey, look.
There we go.
Hey!
A little pale.
Hey,
Yeah,
there it
fix
is, there it
that,
is.
but
Hey, you're paler than I am now.
wow, isn't that amazing?
It sounds like your volume's kind of low too, Joe.
A little bit.
Okay, how about if I do that? That should be better.
That's better.
Yeah, well, it worked.
It was like every USB thing I had plugged in decided to stop working and then start working again. So
Bye.
yay, but not, So where were we? We are doing some kind of game thing, right?
Something
Are
like
we?
that.
Some kind of
That's what they tell us.
All right. So we are adventuring once again into our Dungeons and Dragons 5th edition world of Koradjis. And in this world we have these 4 characters and everything else. Last week we had 3 last stream, we had 3 different characters, and those 3 different characters had lots of stuff that they did that we're going to learn about more tonight. In the meantime, does anybody remember enough from our last regular session to give us a little bit of a recap?
I remember something about meeting in Sol Riva for Reclamation Day, and then we headed back to Daramon's lair to put the whooping on them. Open up a can, many cans of Crimson Minotaur Whoop Ass Special Edition, only for Daramon, you know. And we got lucky. I thought we got real lucky.
Daramon Special
Take
Brew.
care of them. Yeah, the special brew, and then we had a couple pieces of the Doomheart were there, you know. But the main piece, well, one of the main pieces is supposedly his phylactery.
Yeah.
So that's pretty dangerous, actually.
Yeah, Marty's currently trying to mix that into different batches of Crimson Minotaur.
So we are going to take it from there, and for the next couple of weeks, the group, the 4 of you, are kind of finding your way around, searching out rumors and clues of where that phylactery may be. Daramon's definitely a tricky one. Must have kept it somewhere where it'd be hard to find, of course. The time that you spend looking is really not getting you anywhere. You get some clues, but then you get contradictory information from different sources. And one day, a representative from Crimson Minotaur finds you, and you guys are right near Carstone at the time. And when that representative finds you, he comes, it's a gnome, he comes running out of breath. You recognize him as one of the marketing messengers for Crimson Minotaur.
So you would say we gnome him?
You do gnome him, yes.
No.
Get out, you're fired.
Please, no.
He comes running up and he says, "Mr. Shimerick, the delivery from the."
It's all right, old man. Calm down, Wrexham. I mean, it's like you've never seen us before here. Just take your time.
Somebody killed them all. They ruined it, and you have to find it. You have to see.
Somebody killed them all?
Somebody killed who? Who's all of them?
The people who were delivering the shipment that was going west from Carstone, from this delivery
Good
area.
God, man. And I'll grab him and I'll pick him up to my face. And I'll be like, so you're telling me that somebody has gone over and killed everyone who's been delivering? I have a very important question to ask you. Is the Crimson Minotaur okay?
No!
Marty becomes furious. He starts to light on fire because, again, that's something he can do because he is a infernal tiefling.
And the gnome starts patting himself. Put me down.
He's like, I'm
Put him
sorry,
down before you do that.
I'm sorry, Wrexham. You do not deserve that here. All right. Well, I think this all set, old man. I think this requires our immediate attention. Yes, we've spent months and months. Well, working on the new Crimson Minotaur light, and I would hate to see it go to waste.
Yeah. Somebody's gonna have to pay for this.
I thought that went straight to your waist when you drank it.
No, it's Crimson Minotaur light, Tusk, my boy.
Oh, okay.
It's
Not heavy. Gotcha.
Delivery route number 4.
Route 4.
Yeah,
Was
and
that
you know
acceptable,
that one
not
is
shipment?
that one is the one that comes from the distribution center, just about a day southwest of where you are, and then heads out from the south of Carstone west with 2 to 3 different stops, depending on how much.
Did
they
anyone
have.
see what happened to them?
No,
Well, Wrexham, did anything happen to him? Tell us, little boy.
no. They found the mess with all the bodies, and they didn't do anything. They left.
Wait. They just came in, they killed everyone, and then they left the Minotaur there?
Yeah, well, they destroyed it, and it's bad. It's so bad.
A single tear starts to come out of Mari's eyes as he's terribly distraught.
He evaporates when it hits his cheek.
All right. Well, we must make haste. All right. To the Southwest District, the business district, quickly. And Marty will start to run. Even though he's not very athletic, he'll start to like pant halfway down the street.
It just pulls out a camcorder.
And then just ask Tusk, would you mind carrying me the rest of the way?
You need
Little
to
did they
work
know
out
he
more.
got like 12 steps.
Stop skipping cardio day.
I will try from now on, Tusk here, but this is important, and I'll just climb on his back. Let's go.
This is awkward. You're much taller than the gnome in our team. Halfling.
Animal. Oh man. So
I have a negative one athletics, so I figured he's tired.
How long of a travel do we have from here?
you have about a day and a half. It's
Well,
easy enough because you have contacts here. It's easy enough to grab horses. And
Yeah, I was gonna say,
about a
let's
day
get
and a
some
half
vehicles.
travel.
There's no time, Tusk. Just run, man.
I lift Marty off my shoulders and then throw him over one. All right, this is easier.
All right, we'll catch up with you guys later.
All settled, man. Where are you going here? I need you. I
I gotta
need you
get
here.
some animals and that
Ted?
stuff that has wheels on it, so I can sit, relax.
There you go. Yeah.
Animals?
Oh my goodness.
Will there
Do
be
you-
chickens?
I'll ask
I can
the.
bring some chickens.
I'll
They
ask the
have to be
place.
alive.
I'll ask the place that we're at right here. Do you have a horse with a side cart on it that we could actually borrow?
Horse with a side cart.
Yes, or no, a horse with a little cart on the side with a little wheel. We can put Allset in, and he can ride with us.
You could take a wagon.
Yeah, that works too. I
No,
don't
no,
know
no.
if it's relevant,
No, no.
but I have the flying steed.
You
No,
could
oh
take-
yes. If you can find a steed for Allset, that would be great.
So once you get to the Crimson Minotaur distribution point, they have a wagon that's in for refurbishment that hasn't been painted. The seat of the wagon hasn't been painted with the new logo yet, and they're like, they tell you,
Oh, my-
you can take this, Mr. Shimoric, if you'd like.
You expect us to ride in on this?
Well,
I think it's probably a
Nazi.
good idea because
want
it
something
doesn't,
quickly.
we won't be targeted.
Oh, so, all right, fine. I will have strong words for our marketing department after this, but let's go.
Tell you what, Marty, when we find them, we'll repaint this with their blood.
Crimson Minotaur.
Crimson Minotaur with real crimson blood. I mean, that could be a good ploy as well.
I think we should
Tuskle,
put some crimson in the drink.
didn't we try that, old man, with actual?
Yeah, I probably shouldn't have said that out loud. Never mind.
Yes.
Keep going.
Ignore that. That was a. We've never.
Heck had a problem with that.
it's a new
Sorry,
take on the
but,
blood orange
Something
flavor.
got stuck in my throat there.
All right. To the factory.
Would skulls of our enemies be too much decorated around this cart?
Well, you'd have to smash them in such a way, Tusk. I know you like smashing skulls, but most of the time the skulls are just no longer viable as trophies. You'd have to
I thought he said schools.
Skulls.
Why would we put schools on here,
I
Alset?
don't know, like schools of fish,
What's
Schools of your
a
enemy. Schools of your enemy.
We could do this for Crimson Minotaur underwater flavor.
What's a
yeah?
school? I have no idea what that is.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, we're getting nowhere. Let's go.
You're definitely getting nowhere. However, we can fix that right quick.
That is
All
a,
right,
that is a family
Alistair,
of
you're
fish.
driving.
Yes, Allie, take the reins.
All right.
We will jump ahead. So you guys get on the wagon. You head your way out on delivery route number 4. It takes again about a day, and a day after you've acquired the horse and the horses and wagon. Excuse me. And typically, the Crimson Minotaur wagons are pulled by oxen because of the weight of what goes on them. But since you're in a rush and you're not going to load down the wagon, they attach just regular horses. You get there a little faster than the delivery would normally go. And I am going to go ahead and get ready to load this scene. But I'll give you a little description. So you're heading, this is kind of a regular, rural route. The roads are well traveled, plenty of wagon wheel ruts in the roads and wide enough for 2 wagons to pass by each other. And this delivery route indeed does go through some smaller areas, but everywhere Crimson Minotaur stops, everywhere one of these delivery vehicles stops, there's always at least one tavern, right? You're always making sure that you're filling a place and it's not just stopping by a farm or something like that. As you approach the area as it was described to you from the messenger, let me activate here and then go to that view so we can all see it. And let me zoom in. So you see off on the road ahead of you, there's a Crimson Minotaur wagon. The oxen in front of it have been slaughtered. Up ahead of the wagon, you see horses from the guards that usually accompany the wagons. The horses are dead. It's been
okay, guys. Let's say that wagon with the oxen. That's not the ones we rode in on, right?
That's not the one you rode in on.
Okay,
the one you rode in on is off screen.
I was gonna say, Ali, you rode those oxen a little too hard, my dear. I knew we were in a rush, but that
We were in a rush.
We actually have horses, so
Yeah.
it's okay.
Yeah, your wagon is just off screen to the east.
Gotcha.
The
Okay.
and in the scene too are also the bodies of the 2 delivery drivers as well as the 2 guards, and it's a mess. Every little bit of Crimson Minotaur stuff has been destroyed. They defaced the logo along the seat, even though you can still see it's there. It's been defaced. And if Chris, Randy, and Aster, if you'd help to describe the scene a little more of maybe from the character's perspective, what you see as you approach.
Well, the both the oxes, the skulls have been bashed in. It looks like there's some writing on the like indentation that says "Winslow was here," and that's also written on the tag on the cart that isn't broken. You know, some of the wood says Winslow was here. Or Winslow, the word's kind of broke. Sometimes it's broken up, sometimes it's all together. Winslow or Winslow was here.
Mm-hmm.
The one?
I can't remember if it was the driver that was just dead or if that was the one I took that he had a little special scene. But I know the passenger, he was stabbed through the chest with the driver's sword and threw a can first and then to his chest of Crimson Minotaur.
Yeah.
Not going to describe the bowling scene.
No, we haven't got there yet. So you should see some spell damage back and forth near. Was it a rock that your character was near?
It's all approximate, yeah, because we used a different map. This map has the casualties on it, so.
You can see some emptied cans that were set up like bowling pins and a head of one of the guards, I think it was, that was used to knock them down.
Other than that, there's a place over by the wagon where there are like cracks, almost like something came up out from like underneath the ground. And then there's one of the bodies is like basically just permanently frozen to the ground.
Yeah, there are still even some bits of frost around that body, even days later.
And there should be a rickshaw just kind of laying around there too, I think, that we abandoned.
Yeah, it'll be off the screen on the left, really.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so Marty, seeing this horrible scene, he would first walk over to the Crimson Minotaur cans, the empty ones, I assume. None of them survived, and he would put his hand down on them and say a quick moment of silence, and he would whisper under his breath, he goes, "My goodness, what kind of sick, depraved, crazy individuals would do this?"
Oh, and shatter was cast on the wagon too, so
yeah, the
it's probably in
wagon's in a
shambles
lot of
as well.
pieces, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, apparently some guy named Winslow, and I don't know.
Yes, these sound like
that's what I discern.
These sound like the worst kind of people here. I mean, somebody who would come in here and do this to innocent product that was being delivered to tons and tons of people who needed it. I mean, I'm sorry. I just need a minute, everyone.
There's dead
Can we
people,
try
too.
can we try to check for some kind of track to see if it was all humanoids or something else? Perhaps?
Yes, Marty will go behind a tree and just have a moment to himself, and then
Just
come
have a
back
cry.
out. Yes, come back out and help them with the investigation in just a second.
In that moment, Jason, I'll let you pick either wisdom or history, because I think history is intelligence. I can't remember.
Yeah. I mean, that sounds fine. History sounds good.
But a roll for you, because Marty's been with Crimson Minotaur forever, or from the beginning.
Mm-hmm. Yes, it's an 8. He's so distraught right now that he just can't recall anything. He can't even recall what he ate for breakfast this morning. Whatever Allie made, I'm sure it was delicious. He can't even recall that at the moment.
But you still have an inkling of the name Winslow is somewhat familiar in the context of Crimson Minotaur. You can't quite place it. It might be something you need to check with Alset on. Alset may know more.
Okay, I'll walk back over and I'll be like, "I'm sorry, Alset. I did not want the faithful interns here to see me in this state here. You know, appearances are very important. But what do you think, old man? I mean, Winslow. That name sounds a little familiar. My mind is all jumbled right now. I'm not sure if it's just me being hysterical. But what do you think?
Well, I mean, I was in the R&D department, and that does sound familiar. I remember some guy. I need to go back to my Rolodex.
Give me a Rolodex roll. A Rolodex, but not dexterity.
Oh, it's a dex check?
Do a history check.
Yeah,
Hey.
so Chris, I give you 100% permission to say whatever you want about Winslow because it was your character. and
Yeah.
Jason, as he says it, Marty would probably remember a good 90%.
Yeah, do you remember a guy? He was real up on putting in like powers of storm and wind and all kinds of things. You open the can, it just explodes, different kind of crazy.
Oh,
He
yes,
was pushing it really hard, but he would have
Yes.
messed up real bad. He
Yes,
couldn't control things.
Well, that's how
we
I got
got rid of him. We got rid of him.
Well, that's how I got the job. Actually, the last person who was supposed to be the marketing man, the face of the company here, was blown away, I believe, by one of those drinks that went awry.
Yeah, so that's Winslow. So
Oh,
I don't remember what happened to him. I don't know if he went to Fiend Energy or is he just a freelancer just causing
You
trouble.
think he wait? You
He's
think he
pretty
went?
pissed off.
You think
Well,
he went to
might have.
Fiend Energy?
I just know he doesn't like Crimson Minotaur because we basically fired him. We didn't like any of his ideas.
I mean, of course, it makes sense that Fiend Energy would try to do something like this here and take that monster's ideas and bring them into this here. I mean, this is huge news. All settled, man. This is huge news. I mean, I think we need to find these people here before they do more damage to our Crimson Minotaur and the people who work for it.
I just don't see him pulling this off by himself, though. This is he's pretty good.
You two
but
know
he's not
this
that
man.
good. Well, he's an acquaintance.
I know of him. I believe I saw him as I was signing my contract for Crimson Minotaur. He was being escorted off the premises. But yes, I do think I recall seeing him briefly. But apparently he's a very dangerous individual here, potentially even more dangerous than Alset when it comes down to inventing things.
Dangerous enough to have done all this by himself.
I think he was the guy
definitely
that
not
when he
by
was
himself.
being led out, he was the one shouting and waving his fist saying, "You'll rue the day!" That
Yeah, he's
kind of
that guy.
Yeah.
Yes, that sounds familiar now. Yes, now that we think of it here, that's how. But you know what? Back in the day here, a lot of people left Crimson Minotaur screaming that here. So I mean, it just kind of all got jumbled up a little bit.
Yeah.
But
Well, who else was doing that? You have any more names? He could have teamed up with someone.
I'll be honest with you, Tusk, old man here. I'm not very good with people's names. I meet a lot of people here. I'm very popular. I don't know if you know this or not, but it's a little tough for me to remember every individual's name. Also, was there anybody else that Winslow was close with that might have helped him?
No, he must have got some people later on. I don't know.
Well, Randy, your character was also from there? Was that
Gungi was the one that was trying to experiment with the flavors, and they didn't care too much for it. So they dismissed him because he kept on tampering with them.
There you go. So he had, I'll fill in for Chris for a moment, but there was another employee that was experimenting in ways that Crimson Minotaur management did not approve of, who was also let go. And that person's name was Gungi.
Gungi.
Yeah.
Gungi.
Yeah.
That name does sound familiar. I think he came up with some very odd flavor combinations. I think there was one that was like essence of the forest, which was dirt. I think he had some other ones that was after workout, which I thought was very, very, keen. I mean, having a drink after you work out, but it really was the taste of I think it was sweat, which just was not very good for the flavor profile. He is a very, very unusual man.
Yes.
Well,
If I remember correctly.
You have no idea. He was
rock
very
gnome,
unusual.
right? It makes sense.
So as part of that, I believe somebody said they wanted to examine the scenery. I wanted to get the
Yes.
memories kicked in first. Was Aster gonna look around?
Yes,
Tusk?
yes.
Yeah, I was
that-
going to see if I could do like a perception or something just to go around and see if I can see, just from what I've seen personally of like battle and everything, see if I can figure out like what the struggle was, kind of like what happened, and see if I can figure out how many there were.
Yeah. Go for a perception roll.
Oh,
Oh.
Oh.
Oh. I see a die. Oh my gosh.
Whoa.
I see a 19 on the die with a
Got
24.
him.
That's substantial. I'm going to say that you see a little bit of something. Yeah. So to your
But
question,
just a little bit.
Yeah. To your question, from what you can tell, the wagon and horses were approaching from the east at a normal pace, and it looks like they were slowed by an obstruction on the road. And there were 3 people laying in wait that ambushed. It looks like magic was used against the wagon and against the guards, but that the people on the wagon or the guards were just fighting with swords and shields, and the passenger looks like he had a hand crossbow, and it really looks like it was a slaughter. Like it just did not go well at all for the delivery folks.
So I'll get down on Ali's level and be like, so Ali, what do you think here? What happened?
get down on at least level. And she'll describe that. She'll relay that to the party and kind of like gesture and point and like points out specific, like, this is what leads me to believe this, and based on this it looks like, and she'll kind of stop and say, but it looks like there was 3. There's not much other hints that I can get for who the third was, but it looks like there were 3 of them.
Are there any interesting tracks with this third person here? Was it another potential ne'er-do-well, somebody who was maybe a ranger, somebody who was shooting things at them? I mean, looks like there's...
Can I tell that there are giant bird tracks?
You also find perhaps a feather.
And stay with me, Mom. Stay with me.
Yes.
It looks like, from what I can tell, the third one, it looks like there was definitely some magic involved, but I think it was a giant bird.
You mean like they had like some sort of battle ostrich that they rode in on?
No. Like a. And stay with me here.
I'm here.
You know how Tusk here
Yes.
is human or whatever.
Half orc, not human.
This one was like bird.
So like a half orc bird.
Half chicken.
Correct, but large,
A bird
bipedal.
Giant half chicken.
This is
And
quite...
she's gonna hold up. She's gonna pick up and hold up a feather. Like, listen.
It sounds tasty. Let's find it and cook it.
Yes, I agree with Tusk here. I mean, if this monstrosity of a bird creature orc is terrorizing with these other 2, then we
orc?
should. Well, I mean, that's what Ali said. She said that you were a half human, half orc, and she said there's a bird that's half some. I figured that it was half.
No.
We're looking for a half orc, half chicken.
I mean, Tusk, you obviously are more familiar.
Double
with this.
delicious. Let's find it.
So Tusk will take the lead on this.
Whoa! I feel like there's something really wrong with that.
Orcs taste like bacon. Come on.
Really?
Do they
Why do
really?
you know that?
Tusk? Do you, Tusk? Do orcs participate in cannibalism? Is that something that you guys do?
That
Not
sounds
in
about
many,
right.
many hundreds of years, but I have not. I'm just joking around with you.
They have
I was
purge
going to
night.
say. I was going to say, Tusk. I mean, if you died regrettably, would you be opposed to us eating you?
Bacon.
I would not care because I would be dead.
All set, old man. Maybe something to think about. But anyways,
I will
Meat's
write
back
that
on the
down.
menu,
we have other
boys.
things to discuss here. All right, Ali. So you found where they rode off on this half orc bird. Which way did they go?
Roll initiative.
Who else is examining the scene?
I was gonna have Tusk
I
walk
want
around.
to. Yeah.
I'm fully trusting Allie's
Yeah.
Allie's intuition on this.
Allie was specifically looking for what happened here, and more investigation, more perception is going to get us more information.
Okay. And while everyone's doing this here, I have Mage Hand just furiously drawing out this scene with potentially a half orc bird in the distance that we are going to go after.
Allie's gonna be next to the hand, just kind of no, not like yeah, like that. A little bit more on the beat. Yeah.
I swear we're gonna have a battle ostrich at some point because that sounded way too good to me.
It sounds pretty dope.
A
I'm not gonna
battle
lie.
Ostrich. All right. So who's giving me perception or investigation?
I would like to investigate to see which way they went,
Go for
if
it.
that's possible.
Yeah.
All right. Not too shabby.
25. 25 is definitely going to give you a fair bit of information.
I can't wait till I get a 3 after all these good numbers from you
Well,
guys.
then go ahead and roll. Let's get it out of the way.
Yeah, do it.
Let's just randomly do perception.
All right. Hey, that's not a
Oh.
3.
Hey,
Pretty good.
that's pretty good.
I guess it's suitable that Marty being flustered is the one that can't roll well yet. We'll fix that. All right. So between Tusk and Allset, it's pretty straightforward to piece together the rest. It takes a keen eye, and each of you has one at this point, so you're good. The scene itself, the people that ambushed this, the evildoers, definitely did not take a lot of care in cleaning up or making sure nobody knew who did it. I mean, heck, one person even left his name stamped on everything he hit. And the others were easy enough to catch their tracks and try and figure out that they might be a half fork. And a half fork is what, a spork? Half fork,
Yeah.
half spoon.
Yeah.
The and half ostrich. So there's plenty of drips of the Crimson Minotaur that lead off with the series of footprints, and they lead back, but off the path to start, back the way you came. So, like, whoever did this was going back towards the city. You also notice, Allset, you know that deliveries of Crimson Minotaur are always accompanied by a manifest, and the manifest is nowhere to be found. It is also known that this was a delivery that had a Crimson Minotaur light on it, as Marty had mentioned earlier. And that Crimson Minotaur light is nowhere to be found among the destroyed Crimson Minotaur. So that appears to have been taken, not destroyed.
Well, Allset, what did you discover, old man?
I got some bad news there.
Wait, worse news than what we've already experienced?
Yeah. So the way my mind would work anyway, they took the Crimson Minotaur lights. And you know where I'm heading on this one, right?
Don't say it, Allset. I don't think I can, my heart can bear to hear it
I
right
think there's going to be some corporate espionage going on here.
now. That is the one thing that we did not want to have happen. All right. Do we have a heading, Allset? Do we know where they're going?
We have a pretty good idea.
Due to my new promotion of loss management instead of bodyguard, I'll be sure to take care of this loss and make some other people lose their stuff too. By that I mean their lives.
Were you promoted, Tusk, old man? Allset, does that sound right? Was he promoted?
What do you say?
Loss management.
Tusk is now in charge of loss prevention. That is fantastic.
I think they meant something else when they said shrinkage, buddy.
Tusk, I must say, I am deeply sorry that I did not acknowledge your grad and promotion here. We're going to have a party or something to celebrate this once we take care of business, obviously.
I'm just saying I'm going for the job I want and not for the job I have.
Well, that's what I always tell you here. I mean, in all of my leadership books, it says that you should always envision yourself where you want to be, not where you're actually at. So I'm glad that you're listening to me now, Tusk. It's good for you.
I solve this loss, I get the job at loss prevention.
Wait, so you don't have the job yet?
No, I'm going for the job I want.
All right. Do we have the evaluation forms? We'll have to monitor his performance during this particular run to see if he meets the criteria.
Oh, I never use it.
Do you want to know where they went or not?
Yes. Let's continue.
You know, you're about to get something like, as president of Crimson Minotaur, I say you should shut up.
As the owner of the fleet that carries your stuff, please stop backtalking me.
Who has any kind of background in the underworld?
Nope.
No.
Yeah, it's probably
Well,
not
maybe
gonna work.
Mercenary Tusk did talk a lot to a bunch of random people in taverns back in the day, so
Okay.
he
I mean,
may
I have researcher. That's whatever that might get me.
So
he may have ran into
Tusk,
someone shady.
you know, if the... So first off, you guys are able to start following the trail back. All right. Once you finish investigating the area, do you want to do any kind of cleanup or anything on the area? You're going to call in a different group to do it? Or...
Yeah, we should call him a cleanup crew.
Yeah.
Marty's too distraught to clean anything up right now. He doesn't really clean anything anyway, so.
Yeah.
That's not good.
So you'll arrange that when you get back.
Yeah, the only thing he would do is he would prestidigitation clean the Crimson Minotaur logos that were on the wagons, so at least those look good. That's the only thing he would do, and then he would walk away.
Cool. Then we'll do that. The logo will be as clean as the map makes it look, rather than how it actually was. The trip back, during the trip back, Tusk, you remember, if these people are working under the table, they're most assuredly to have passed through the dive bar called the Black Swan at some point. That's where all of the underhanded deals happen south of the city. And let me just put our world map back up here, so we're just back in that area.
Before we get too far, Tusk was going to check the freshness of the horse and the ox.
You mean like for food?
Yes, for food. Who's going to
You would definitely want to cook them because it's been a couple days. They're starting to get bad.
Okay, so not quite spoiled yet, but
Yeah.
get in there.
You'd have to cut pretty deep to get something good and then make sure it's well cooked kind of thing. Although as a half orc, you probably don't have mind.
Tusk sharpens his axe a little bit more, and then...
So you can bring some fresh meat back to town with you.
Oh, yeah.
Just don't tell the guy at the distribution center that you chopped up Daisy to bring back. Probably wouldn't like it.
I don't care if they eat me, and it doesn't care that I eat it.
There you go. So back just south area of Carstone, in the less reputable part of town, there is the dive bar called the Black Swan, and inside of there is the regular folks that come in and out of there. It's like everybody is watching their sides, their back, and everything around them at the same time. It's a very paranoid crowd.
So I'll ask Tusk, old man here. Going into this bar, this is a bar full of seedy underground types, yes?
Tusk takes a big look at it. Oh, yes. Indeed. I actually won 50 gold from here. I had to run for my life after I won it. But those arm wrestling contests don't win themselves.
But you believe that somebody who knows what happened to the Crimson Minotaur is here? Yes?
Oh, indeed. We will find somebody that knows something more than likely.
All right. With that, I will...
Watch your backs and watch your purses.
Yeah, with that, I will cast Major Image on myself, and I will make myself look like a massive demon, and I'm going to kick the door in and try to, again, intimidate everybody into giving me information. So,
Wait. No, Stella's not going to like that.
Let's see it.
Marty is furious right now. If this place has information, he's going to do it. Now, I don't know how successful he'll be at kicking the door open, but we'll find out, I'm sure.
He's had more than a day to steam in it as well, so...
Yeah, so I will cast Major Image, and I will then cast Thaumaturgy on myself so I can make my voice sound super, like, just really, really terrifying, and I'll make myself appear to be about 10 feet tall and rippling with what Marty believes his physique to look like, with muscles when it really isn't.
Nice. Okay. So I'd like an intimidation roll with advantage, and do you have any cohorts in this?
Anyone who wants to join with me, I would again bring it on this.
Tusk would have facepalmed him and just shook his head and then joined. So I better back him up.
Yeah, so I would just be a heavy boot to the door, and then I would have the major image kind of squish its way in, and have the use thaumaturgy to make the lights kind of flicker inside there, and then the windows rattle, and I would walk, and I'd be like, "Who here has information about Crimson Minotaur?" And I will just look for people. So I will roll intimidation.
Yeah, and if you have
Better tell him.
If you have any help,
that is a 16 that I got.
Ow.
So there's a little bit of help there. So we're gonna give, a very little bit of help. But I guess Tusk doesn't look so intimidating next to that beast.
Yeah.
In Allie's defense, there's a good few feet of difference there.
There definitely is.
And there was only 2 number difference, so it's still pretty impressive in my opinion.
Tusk wasn't really expecting this, so he's not.
And I'm just looking for anyone who would react to it after I walked in.
Yeah, I actually just want to make a quick roll here for myself, and that's good. The adult copper dragon says, "Okay."
We're finding you everywhere.
Without missing a beat, the bartender barely even glances your way, hears what you say, and points to a table in the back corner where there sits a kind of nondescript guy, brown hair, tan, canvas clothing. Everything is just a slightly different shade of brown. He almost blends into the table. And he's just sitting there, having turned to the door as you come in, and seeing the bartender point at him. He gets up and quickly starts to run towards the back door. And he will easily make it there before you because he's across the restaurant, across the bar.
Tusk grabs Alistair and throws her at him.
just flails wildly and hits the wall.
To be fair, I think Tusk probably wouldn't because you'd be throwing like 80 feet.
Oh, that's true.
And I don't know that you would actually be able to throw Allie that far. And if you were, that still might not be so effective at that range.
Okay, then that did not happen.
Yeah. I mean, we're not talking about 15, 20 feet. Because if so, I would have given you a chance to catch him. He's all the way on the other side. You guys are coming in the main entrance. He's about to bolt out the back door.
Okay. I will start to run after him. And I will yell at him. I'll just yell at him, "Stop right there!" And I'll start again chasing after him. And while I'm chasing after him, I'm going to fire 2 fire bolts at him.
Okay, you'll need to get out through the back first. Is anybody else assisting? So it's going to take you a few seconds. Others can do something. So I asked her, you raised your hand. What is Allie going to do?
I want to help. She's also gonna try and just straight up chase him, but at the very least, she's gonna try and hold the door open. How big actually is what Marty is disguised at? Like, through the door?
Yeah, my image would not fit through the door, but Marty again is normal size, so
you just phase through it, basically.
Yeah, I would phase through it basically.
Oh, okay.
Like most video games that don't account for a large creature, he kind of walks through the wall.
I didn't account for clipping on the hitbox, and I just running through things.
Yeah.
Tusk is going to wait till he sees which direction he bolts when he goes out the door. If it's straight back, he's going to run straight forward. But if it's left or right, he's going to go back out the front and run that direction parallel.
Okay. So let me give you a quick thought of the place. This place is part of a string of buildings, and it's the one on the end. When this guy goes out the back door, he takes a right, which is towards the alley, which is the end of the building. Okay. And you guys went in the front. So in reality, from the front door to the back, you're talking about 100 plus feet. Through the inside, you're talking about 80-ish feet. So Tusk, you can start running around the side to try and catch him then.
Yeah, Tusk will go for the flank in case
Okay.
he goes that way. So.
All set? Grabbing some porridge or something?
No, I was gonna, yeah, because I didn't really go in. I was just gonna cut out the, try to cut him off of the pass.
Okay.
But I just want to know if I could see him from that distance.
You won't see him until Tusk, I guess, maybe points him out. If you follow Tusk around the corner, you'll probably see him as soon as that happens.
Gotcha.
Okay.
If we're looking for speed, also, I do have that fine speed because I can't run very fast.
You do. But we're going to have everybody kind of catch up to him. So between Marty chasing him through and Allie also chasing half a step behind Marty, and then the same thing with Tusk running around the outside and Alset maybe half a step behind Tusk, you catch him in the middle as the group of four flanks him. He just kind of stops. And you notice, specifically Marty and Allie, you notice that when you catch him, his clothing is a little different. It's almost black, and his hair is almost black. But you're sure it's the same guy. It's the same face, the same build. Heck, you've been chasing him, and you only lost sight of him for like 2 or 3 seconds as he went outside, and you had to bolt through the inn, the tavern, to catch him. And Tusk, you didn't get a great view of him before, but this guy's running. It's got to be the same guy, right? So you converge on him, and he kind of stops, and he immediately tries to go into almost a calm demeanor, and he says, "Is there something I can do for you?"
Yeah. So in my full visage of flaming, fiery, devil-looking monster, I'm gonna walk over and I'm just gonna be like, "Where's Winslow?"
Can't say I've heard of the guy.
Because again, with Major Image, you can make it feel heat and things. I'm gonna again turn the heat up around him, and I'm gonna be like, "You do not want to piss me off, little one."
I've got to tell you, you're not the worst person I've dealt with today.
Really? And then I'll look over at Allie, and I will reach down, and I'm going to pick her up, and I'm going to make it seem like I'm eating her as the giant devil, and I'm going to again just kind of put her on my shoulders though instead as I do this to intimidate him, to show him that I'll do this to even one of my own people.
Oh, well, you got him.
Reasonably terrified.
You got him. I decided I would give him a little intelligence roll here, and I just rolled a 1.
Yeah.
So yeah, you got him, and
yeah, because I don't tell Allie anything. I'm just gonna reach down and grab her. So I imagine she'll be like a little freaked out, and then I'll just have the maw of my mouth just open up into this kind of fiery pit, and and then I'll just put her on my shoulders, inside the illusion.
He is freaked out so much that it's relatively clear. Actually, you know what? Give me, everybody else is out there. Everybody roll me an insight check. Because this is about the person here. Oh my gosh, Chris is on a freaking roll tonight. That's a 20, brother. Yes. I was going to say Tusk was going to have the best roll, and then Chris throws a 20 on there. But for sure, between Tusk and Allset, you can see the way that this guy cracks is like he's probably never cracked before in his life. He always keeps a nice, calm, not necessarily boisterous, but confident demeanor. And it looks like for the first time he cracked. There is actually a wet stain forming on the front of his pants that you can see. And he just kind of breaks all character. And he's like, it was fiend energy paid for the 3 of them to destroy the Crimson Minotaur, and they stole the light.
Where are they?
How do you know this?
Can someone translate for the demon?
Where are they?
Don't mess with me, Joker. Why are you trying to kill me?
They
Batman.
They were just guns for hire. The ones you want are at Fiend.
I'll look over at Tusk and All Set, and I'll just see if they are. Right now, Marty is just so into the thing here. He's gonna just look over and just see if they give him a nod that this guy's telling the truth or not.
I want to know, but we really want to know where these people hang out. Where are they?
They answered the ad for somebody to come and do the dirty work. The Fiend place is who hired them. That's they've got a secret lab in the swamp.
So you're just completely innocent in all of this?
Hell
Doesn't
no,
sound
I'm
like
not
it.
innocent.
I was going to say.
I facilitated the whole thing.
Now
Please
the
don't
whole
kill me.
truth comes out.
Please don't let your monster eat me.
Well, that's not up to us.
I'm not going to eat. Oh, no, never mind.
Yeah, your other monster.
Monster A and Monster B.
Yeah. Please don't let your monster or your rock star eat me.
So is his outfit the magic item? I could do a detect magic on it at will. I just want to find out how he's changing his look subtly. Is it just him, or is it something on him?
So with a detect magic, you can tell that it is him. He himself is a magical creature.
Okay. So then I'll get really, really close to him, and I'll make my breath smell like just freshly eaten halfling. Is what I think it's going to smell like, and then I will just be like,
I say, how do you know what that smells like?
That
I don't.
Oh.
Again, this is all what Marty just envisions in his head as far as what it smells like. It probably doesn't smell like it. It probably smells like chicken. But I'll just go, in the swamp, you say. Where in the swamp?
I have a map, and he takes his folded parchment, which is unfortunately slightly damp now, out of his pocket, and he
Why
holds
would
it
you
up.
keep that there?
I wasn't expecting this.
And who at Fiend hired you for this?
I don't have names.
Tell him the truth.
Yeah.
Is he telling the truth?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
What are the names of everyone who hit that wagon?
And he doesn't have names for them either. I don't have names. I don't keep names. I just exchange money and news and information.
Do we arrest him? What do you guys want to do?
Inside the visage, I'll look up at Allie and I'll be like, "How you doing, old girl? You all right?"
She just
I think you should make a donation to Crimson Minotaur right now.
Okay.
it's us. We're Crimson Minotaur.
I can do
Yeah.
that. Sure.
Then that means you take out your money now.
Well, I don't have money with me.
What do you have?
It would be silly to walk around in the Black Swan with money.
Indeed.
What does he have on him?
I have this map that shows you exactly where you need to go next on your quest.
So I would just grab it out of his hands and I would hand it up inside the thing to Allie. That way she can hold on to the map, and I'll be like, "Leave this town now and never show your face again."
So leave now and never come back. Okay.
Never show any of your faces in this town again.
And if you ever drink a fiend again, I will come back for you.
I actually don't like the taste of the stuff.
Good. Now go.
He goes.
Okay.
At the first
As soon as
opportunity, he's gone.
Yeah, as soon as he leaves, I would just drop the major illusion, then I would just pop Allie off my shoulders and put her down.
And you
I wonder if he
notice,
thought it was weird when you ate the map.
probably, there was a couple of patrons that followed out the back door to see what the commotion was. A couple more that went out the front door to look down the alley, and you end up with a crowd of 5 or so that are watching. And one of them gives a nice slow clap, and then they all go back inside to carry on their own businesses.
The show wasn't free. 5 coins apiece.
Wow, Tusk is bucking for that promotion.
He's trying to recover all that lost revenue.
Damn right.
Allie will just kind of hold the map in her hands and kind of squint at it and go, "Oh, this is interesting. Marty, come here. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this.
Yes. What is it?
Closer, closer."
I'm closer.
And
Yes.
then she just hits him in the face with the map.
Oh,
Don't you ever!
Don't you ever do that again.
what are you talking about, Allie? It was fine. Everything was fine, old girl. I mean, we were good.
And then she just roughly hands him the map.
It's just
All right, well-
smack.
Well, Tusk, maybe next time I'll eat you instead, Tusk. I don't know. I wasn't expecting that. All right. All set, old boy. Here's the map. Where
Not
is this?
until I'm dead.
Oh yeah, then it's the bacon feast.
Yeah. I'll hand the map over to Allset since he's the most learned one and see what he makes of it.
Learned. Where's this map?
So the map just leads you south from where, I can bring this map back up. But if you can see, pretty much between where Carstone is down, where the nice pink and violet trees are, and then it switches over to the green, that's the swampy area. So it's just south of Carstone. Now, of course, on this map, when we say just south, you're talking about a day or so. And it's travel south, and the map shows you that there are a couple of mostly hidden side roads. They're not completely hidden because things do come and go from there, but they're very rarely used. It's like old service roads kind of thing. And that's where the map leads you. And I am just retouching the map now because for whatever reason I clicked the wrong button for the whole Fog of War thing, and I'm going to fix it, and then I will activate the swamp map for us. Excuse me. And I also want to grab all them juicy characters and get them over to that map as well.
All right. Well, Allset. While this is happening, does the map show any entrances into this place here, or is it just a location?
I'm not sure yet. My goggles must be dirty. Hold on a second.
Yes, I mean, come on, old man. Here, I know that we've
Let me
been
switch
traveling around.
between my lenses. Maybe something hidden is on this map.
There you go. So it
There's different
shows
layers.
the map shows specifically that you can approach from the north or from the west, and when you get there, it's roughly sketched out that it's swamp first off, so it's like the map itself shows like stink lines coming up from the water and stuff, right? As well as a couple of small islands in the swamp that have buildings on it, and that's really all you see from the map. And one of the buildings, they're two islands, and the island on the left is marked laboratory. And that is now, hopefully, I'll activate this and we'll get the right map.
I found the bathroom.
That's the other lavatory.
Ah.
Yeah, so that should look right now. And then as you approach from the north on the less used service road, you can see that there are some relatively recent wagon and pack animal tracks. But nothing is happening right now. You do
Any tracks
see
that look like they are battle ostriches running back and forth.
no, there's no way Fiend is getting battle ostriches.
Okay, all right, good,
Yeah.
good.
The battle ostriches are way too cool sounding to be in a bad guy's stable.
How swampy is it? Pretty wet here. Is that like water deep enough to swim in or not?
It gets deeper. So if you go by your regular map legend kind of thing, or the indicators, the lighter colors are more shallow, the darker colors are a little deeper. But at its deepest point, you could probably guess 10, 15 feet, maybe, probably murky. Well, it is murky. You can't see under the surface.
Well, I guess I could.
Can you see through dark water, or is it just dark air?
I don't know. I mean, I could even see in magical darkness.
Yeah, but this is more like you can't see through dirt.
Yeah, that's true.
and the water's dirty.
So it's not. Yeah.
So-
Okay, I got you.
Yeah, and I guess that's the way I would put it.
Yeah.
Um,
Okay. All right.
If it was
all right,
casting a shadow, you could see in the shadow clearly. But yeah,
Right.
well, this place is absolutely dreadful here. Of course, Fiend would set up shop here in this place. No wonder their latest energy drinks taste like swamp. All right. How should we go about this here?
You've been drinking their latest energy drinks?
I have to test the competition here, Tusk, old man. It's not that I enjoy doing it.
So he enjoys it a little.
Well, I enjoy drinking it so that I can say how awful it is. It's just part of the job. But anyways, all right. So it looks like there's a walkway heading up towards there. I mean, should we just take the bridge, or should we try to find a different way inside? Or also, maybe we should try some subterfuge. What do you think?
I am always up for the subterfuge.
I was gonna say it looks like Randy's just looking to roll initiative. So Tusk just ran in.
Where the hell is Tusk going?
Yeah, he's gone, man.
So
And
he
let me
a
just
distraction.
let me make a note too that almost all of the ground is kind of spongy and stuff, but those brownish greenish colored bushes, they go about 5-6 feet high. You have plenty of spaces to hide, as does anything have space to hide from you. So
Yes, all set, man. You knew Winslow. Maybe you disguise yourself to look like him and get us inside.
Nah, I'm not really up for that. That's not my kind of thing.
Well, then what were you thinking here in terms of subterfuge? Do you know what subterfuge means?
yes, I do.
it's under
But
terfuge.
that's not my thing. That's not what I do.
All right, then. What do you guys think we should do then?
Got two buildings, and we don't know. Is there? What time of day is this?
I rush in and I hit them with my axe.
Leroy.
You're in midday, and apparently in mid combat.
And are there guards posted outside of these buildings? Is there stuff in the water?
Give me a perception check. Anybody who
All right.
wants to look around. Now, we will take into account your distance and how close you want to get. If you want to be unnoticed, I'll want some stealth rolls as well. At your distance, it probably wouldn't be too hard to be stealthy, but if you are going to learn what you can without being noticed, definitely I want stealth and
Well, I will use
perception.
my telescopic lens just to kind of get a view of the building to see if anybody's like on patrol
All right.
around the building.
Allie and Tusk, which one of you two is, would you say, is stealthier, who would be able to get up to the building and take a look around?
Oof!
Not so
Here come the bad rolls.
Just smashing
I thought
everything
that
I
was a
s-
stealth check. I was like, oh no.
smashing everything I see in front of me stealthy.
I mean, if you do it quietly.
I remember almost falling into water last time I was stealthy.
That's a good point.
So I'll set the in the nice clear air, the lenses of your telescope work just fine,
Yeah.
but the slight imperfections in it are magnified by
Even up my
the
lens.
waviness of the swamp air.
All right. All right, fine.
And you can't
I'll go take a look
quite-
around. I will cast invisibility on myself.
So also you can actually see slightly better with the naked eye than with the telescope because of the waviness in the air.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
Yes, I'll cast invisibility on myself, and then I'll walk up and I'll start taking a look around.
Okay.
And I
Also,
don't know.
please still give me a stealth roll. It'll just be a lot better.
Oh,
You guys want to pretend to be looking for jobs?
do I get advantage on the stealth roll since I'm
you do.
invisible?
Yep.
Okay.
I got an
It's
idea.
for sound. Oh, by the way, you do. This is regular swamp. Oh
Ooh.
my gosh, Jason! 18 and
Yes.
20. Good God,
18
man.
and 20.
And we never saw him again.
You are never seen. You didn't
If
even
your
see yourself
invisibility
cast
lasts for more than
invisibility.
4 hours, please consult a doctor.
Yeah. So the wow, that I saw that roll and I'm like, what the hell was I talking about? I still want stealth checks when you're invisible because it's for sound, but the whole area is still swamp sounds. You hear the croaking of frogs and movement of animals in different areas nearby. Everything's small sounding, but a regular swamp sound. And there's this the heaviness, the thickness in the air as well. So, Marty, you can definitely get up there without being noticed. What about a perception check?
Yeah. So let me go ahead and just run over there real quick.
Well, before you get over there,
Okay,
I
Jesus.
assume you want to watch where you're going.
Yeah. So perception check.
Yeah.
Okay. That would be a 19.
Okay. So
Okay.
what I'd like you to do is put yourself back
Yep.
at the beginning of the walkway there. Yes. Before you go much farther, you notice what looks like maybe a crocodile head sticking out of the water, kind of in front of you. Let me, you guys stop moving for a second, because I want to put something on the map here as a drawing, and if somebody moves, it'll move it. This is going to be right in this area where I just made the little red circle. You see what looks like a crocodile's head or something right at the surface of the water there. It doesn't match a crocodile, but maybe it is. There's definitely an animal of some type right there that has not seen you. And I want to point out that I want Marty to be the only one that close at this point.
Okay.
Because Marty went invisible and went up there.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. All right. So seeing that here, it might be a crocodile. I mean, when I'm looking at the bridge, does the bridge seem secure enough to walk over it, or?
Yeah, this is it goes just like the map indicates. It goes below the water like 6 inches or so in different spots, but it really is just a stable platform for wagons and things to get over the swamp without sinking. So these are just planks set across in a pattern that on the most shallow spots to allow transport of stuff.
Okay. Then I will cast Mage Hand, and I will just go in there and tap the thing on its head to see what it is fully.
Okay. When you do that, did anybody else roll a stealth check? Is anybody else trying to be stealthy?
I'm not trying to be stealthy, no.
Tusk was staying in the back to go and see if they wanted to go and try to, like, say they're trying to, they talk to Mysterious Man, come up with a plan to get in there to talk to them. But, so he was just hanging back, but then all of a sudden walked away, so we just kind of stopped talking.
What's the mage hand look like? So what does everybody see when this happens?
I mean, Mage Hand is non-corporeal, so just go over there and just tapping it on the head.
Yeah, but what is it? Is it visible? Like, do people see a hand?
It's a non-corporeal hand, so it's kind of translucent. So I mean, at the distance, maybe they see it.
Okay. So Marty does his usual.
Yeah, I mean, they probably would see it because they know what my mage hand looks like because I do it all the time.
That's where I was going. Marty does his usual. You see a hand go and tap at something in the water. And when that happens, I've got to switch from that tool to this tool. You see 5 heads pop out of the water.
Oh my God.
And look around. And a couple of those heads see the other 3 of you over there. And a shriek from the Hydra alarms so that shriek from the Hydra catches you off guard, and right across on the other side, another one pops its heads out of the water.
Dibs on the ugly one.
Well,
How did they build in this place here with these things running around? This is absolutely nightmarish. I'll yell back, everybody, there seems to be some large nasties here. What would you like to do?
They don't appear to be threatening you yet, but they are watching the 3 of you very closely. You've got 10 sets of eyes on you.
I seem to be fine right now. They don't seem to know me, so that's good. But what do the rest of you, I mean, what do you think?
I think I'll walk up to the front door and say I'm defecting to Fiend Energy Drinks and see what they say.
Good luck walking there.
All right, if you want to go, I'll just, let Alcet pass by me. If he wants to walk across the thing.
Yeah, let's see what happens.
Let's see how far you get before I say it. Right there, roll initiative.
Wow.
Yeah.
No, we can't roll initiative yet.
I will make that a possibility. Let's see here. Let me go.
Are we all rolling, or is it just all set?
Well, everybody can roll, but nobody has to do anything, right?
Allie, you brought the popcorn, right?
Yes, I'll
Always.
I'll move back and I'll be with, with the others as this is happening. And,
I said roll. There he goes.
Do I have two? How come I only see one? All right.
Because
well,
the other one's a gold dragon or whatever it is.
yeah,
Copper dragon.
the ancient gold dragon. There it is. Okay. And really, I get a 4 and a 3, so I don't want that. I am going to split them up, and let's put this guy up here. Okay. All set. The one closer to you takes a step forward, kind of out of the swamp, and its very large body comes out. And if there was any question in your mind, Marty, if they were conducting business with these evil things around, you actually see it has fiend energy potions branded in the side of the Hydra itself.
oh, they have the Fiend is a Hydra. That is such a cool
He
logo.
has 2 hydras.
Two. The 10-headed. I actually have to move him one step closer because his reach is 10. There. And it's going to attack. All set.
Ugh.
Let's see
Very
what
well.
happens, he says.
Why not?
Oh my God.
Oh, not
That's gonna
the
hurt.
best start. So,
Also, it's going to get eaten by a hydra. Oh my God.
yeah. And we're going to go easy on the first round with the Hydra hitting you with 2 of the 5 heads, and the other 3 are just watching Tusk and Allie. Now, Marty's still invisible, yes?
Yes, I'm still invisible.
Okay.
Like, oh, well,
Actually,
that seems...
Casting doesn't change invisibility. Mage Hand doesn't.
No.
Attacking.
Mage Hand is non-concentration, so it's just something I can do at will.
Cool. All right. So yeah, the Hydra snaps 2 heads at Allset, grabbing both times and gripping really hard without necessarily ripping any flesh off yet. And it's almost like it's firing a warning shot.
All right, well, it's going to take a reaction from me on that.
Yep.
It's going to get my hellish rebuke since it decided to be a jerk about stuff.
Do they do
Yeah,
a
those-
saving throw or anything?
Yeah, I'm looking.
Okay.
Yes, it's a saving throw, deck save.
All right. Well, actually, if you
Oh,
roll
man.
the damage, I think I'll get the prompt for it.
Yeah, let me make sure you're targeted before I roll damage.
All right. Oh, it said no target to save. I think it needed to be targeted when you first.
Your Hellish Rebuke is 6d10. Wow.
Let me
Oh, yeah.
do.
How's it 6d10? On a
I guess
reaction.
Yeah, higher it casts at higher levels, its damage increases for one each level above first level.
So you said it's a dexterity saving throw?
That's what it says. Yeah,
All right. Let me roll.
get half damage on successful save.
12. What's the DC? I think it's higher than 12.
13.
All right.
13.
So it'll take 35. And I'll do that. Done.
So that's just the reaction way at the top of the order for initiative now.
Yes, we would now start at the top of the order. Yes.
Okay. Tusk.
Let me go there. Begin. Tusk.
Are we doing this?
I mean, I'm not sure. I was not wanting to go in there and fight those things. But I mean, Allset seems to be in trouble.
All right.
He might not be if he
Allset,
just backs
are you
up.
planning on staying out there and fighting those things, or are you going to come back here, old man?
I'm not going anywhere.
Well, there you go, Tuss.
All right. Let's see. What's my movement here? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I also have fast movement, which gives me 10 more feet while not wearing heavy armor. So 5. Yeah. Why is he not going down anymore? Come on. There we go. We can share a spot, right? Technically. Or can I go diagonal?
You can pass through his spot. Do you have reach?
Okay. Do I have what?
Reach.
I mean, I have long range, or I have great axes and great clubs.
Yeah.
So
you have to. You still have to move adjacent to attack. It has a 10-foot reach, so it can attack without being adjacent.
okay. That's just standard speed, not running, right? So I could actually sprint in and maybe get one hit in.
Yeah, it's possible.
Okay.
If you want to move one more step, yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna just kind of jump over him and then come down with the battle axe while raging. I'll kick into a rage while I jump in the air.
Give me an athletics check to make sure you don't hurt yourself first.
Awesome.
Yeah.
That's what I like to hear.
When you're
No
going to
check mark
overexert
either.
yourself, I'll make it an athletics check on top of it.
Give me a 1. No, 11.
11's okay. I'm going for better than a 10, so you're good. Barely.
Clip
but you're
his
good.
shoulder pad or something.
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to snap into a rage and then not the werewolf one because he's too close. And so I'll just have to stick with the regular rage for this one. And let's see. I will use, what is it called? Where is it?
Psycho killer with an axe move?
No. It's the one where I do not get 2 turns now, but I'll get one my next turn
like
from there on
frenzy
out.
or something?
Frenzy, yeah. I'll go into a frenzy as well.
Put him in the friend zone, yep.
Yep. I need to click rage too because I use that. There's so many things on here now. It's ridiculous. That is not what I meant to click. Sorry, guys. Where the hell? Oh, there it is.
All right.
Stupid trackers.
I know
in the
you
way.
have never played the character before. It's forgivable.
Yeah, it's only been 2 weeks. Or whatever. Okay, use that ability. All right, so now coming down with a great axe. Probably could have just got this done and over with. See if I even hit him anyway.
Coming down with something, yeah.
Maybe I should target him too. All right.
And a hit. Nice. You've got a plus 8. That's a big. That's let you hit him. Definitely.
Of course. And that'll be the end of that turn. I would have a second attack, but I sprinted up there, so I'm just going to say I don't have it.
Yes.
All right. Well, looking at this, I'll lean down and go, Allie. Not to say anything about our friends here, but I mean, do you think this is a good idea running into battle with these monsters?
Allie just kind of puts her hand up and starts rubbing the bridge of her nose. I mean, no, but how are we going to get them out of there?
Well, I mean, I don't know if we can get them out there. I mean, me and you could sneak into potentially the building while they have these distracted. I trust that Alset would he has a very, very fondness of himself, and he would get himself out of there if it got too bad. But I don't know. What do you think, old girl?
Darling, I'm not sure if you've noticed, but they have 2 watch puppies out there.
Well, I mean, I'm sure they'd be fine.
How exactly do you suppose we would sneak past that?
I look at her and I go, well, she can't see, even though she can't see.
Yeah.
Invisible. I'll be like,
She emphasizes the we.
yeah, I'm just looking at her, not realizing that she can't see me, just like,
Marty, if you're doing something, I still can't see you.
Oh, that's right. I'm sorry, Olga. I was giving you my face of really, come on. You know that I can fly, right?
I guess that's true. Do you really think they're not going to see us coming if we, fly in?
Well, they might, but I mean, I think that if I go up high enough and then come in, I mean, honestly, if there are people out there watching right now, I think they'd be more interested in the massive, giant, 5-headed snake thing attacking our friends.
Massive 5-headed snake thing.
Don't worry, Elset. We'll have healing and magic support. They won't possibly leave us behind.
Meanwhile,
What do you think? What do you think, old girl? Should we help them?
um,
I get 3 heads, you get 2.
oh, did you hear that? Says they've got it. Let's go.
The head, the tail, the whole damn thing.
Yes.
Hey, just drown it. How hard can it be? I don't. I have a great deal of faith in them. I don't know if it goes that far.
All right, fine. Maybe we should help them out here, or maybe you let them to run away.
I'll let them to run away.
Yeah, I'll target the creature, and I'll cast a firebolt at it, and I will attack it. And then as I'm just firing two bolts at it, I'm going to be like, all set and tusk, old boys. I don't think this is the way to achieve our goals of getting inside there. Maybe it's time for us to rethink things as I make my attack.
All right.
That is a
heck
27.
yeah.
Jesus, Jason.
Nice.
Yes.
Nice.
Yep. So that is 22
Oh.
points of firebolt damage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. You got him.
Yeah, and because I that's all I can do for that turn.
Oh, Joe said you got him. All right, they're not that strong. All right, he's dead.
Got him as in hit him with a firebolt. All right. So
I
it's
can dream, can I?
yes, you can. So now it's that Hydra's turn. We'll start with Tusk.
I already went,
gotta
so
switch
it's
over.
cool.
This one. All right, Tusk. Those
So was his
heads.
first attack technically a surprise or something? How does that work?
Yeah, because
Uh.
you weren't aware of it.
I can't be surprised actually, so I'll just FYI.
Okay.
That's
you
a
just
nice
got to
bonus,
get you
but a 9
first.
doesn't hit me.
I'm just saying, because this guy's getting 2 attacks already.
Yeah. The yeah. So the first attack does miss Tusk. The second.
Well, it wasn't a surprise because it was already revealed. You walked out onto the field in front of it.
You just wanted to see what would happen, and what happened was it bit you.
Yeah, so it wasn't a surprise.
Yeah.
I know, but I'm just saying that I was out of order for initiative. That's all. Yeah.
Well, we didn't technically start initiative until that happened. That's why.
Right, but that would
played it.
technically be a surprise.
And that would be a surprise because there technically is no surprise rounds in Dungeons and Dragons.
So it hit the second attack hit Tusk.
I'm raging, so remember to subtract half damage, please.
I
Oh,
can
nice.
kind of do that. Let's see. 1/2.
I remembered that part.
Okay. And then, so that was 2. Let's go with 3. He's just going to hit you
Oh.
with all of them, man.
Oh,
Oh, that's gonna hit. So 7, so he's done 13 damage to me so far.
And then we're going to have 2 attacks at all set. Target, all set.
I will use my entropic ward to impose disadvantage on this.
Okay. So then let me roll that. Again. So we'll take whatever's a crappier roll. Oh, I guess it's still going to hit.
Yeah.
So we're gonna
Oh, well.
we're gonna undo the first one and just keep the second one. And we'll do one more attack. And I guess the one thing about the whole utility thing here is I can't just roll with disadvantage. So let me do it this way. Let me do a D20 roll with disadvantage and see what I get that way. And I rolled 2 14s, so that's gonna hit as
Still.
well. And
Yeah, still sucks.
yeah, let me just see what that comes up at. Yeah, so it's the same as rolling a 15. Big deal. And that damage done. So 9 points. All 5 heads are just like all nom 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 nom. And where is Tusk here? I'll make sure I did the right damage. Okay, and all set. So the second one is just kind of staying on his side of the fence, so to speak. Not really messing with you guys at all. It's watching.
Yeah.
I mean, like really watching. And Marty, when you became visible, one of the heads fixed itself on you as well.
I'm not visible.
When you cast Firebolt, right?
Firebolt's not a concentration spell.
I thought if you attacked, it dropped invisibility.
Oh, that's right. I'm sorry. You're right. I'm sorry. You're
Sure.
right. Yes, I got to mark that up. My apologies.
Okay.
Do that.
Sounds
There we
right.
go.
All right, Tusk, we're going for a ride.
Uh-oh.
Um,
Huh?
I'm gonna do Thunder Step. So there's gonna be a big thunder explosion, and this guy's gonna hopefully take some damage. If I can,
Well, if I
where
didn't
the
know we were
hell
here
is this
before.
thing right there. Jeez.
Yes, you see that that one over there is looking at us, Ali.
All right,
Sure
he's got
is.
this is a Constitution save for this guy for half damage.
Save. Hey, that one popped up for me, so let me just click it.
Oh, the damage was horrible out of 5d10.
Hydra is now barely in.
Barely injured. That's nice.
Oh. Oh.
That's a good warning to get right there from Forge.
There you go.
So that means
And,
keep
let's
going,
see.
right?
That's
Yeah, hold on a
this.
second.
That's this health approximation module I loaded. It's
Hey,
supposed
that's
to
cool. That's
send
cool.
it
I
out
like
there
that.
too.
And
Because it's just so ominous. You've barely done anything. Good job.
Also, if you happen to hover your mouse on the Hydra, it should.
Oh
say
yeah,
the
it shows
same
it.
thing.
Yeah, it shows it.
Yeah.
That's cool. That's cool.
But it's only on a hover. It doesn't show all the time.
okay, hold
And that's
on.
the other
Yeah.
reason, by the way, that I have the health bars hidden this time for the first time. Normally, you guys see the health bars.
See how many spaces I can move here. Are these 5 feet? I'm assuming. So
Yeah, we're going. This is a 5-foot square map.
this will be a
yes.
teleport, but I mean, I just got a one.
Oh. I see.
All right,
Well,
so
never mind.
So Tusk, we are down here now. If I could, I don't know if I can't move Tusk. You have to move your guy down there.
There he is.
There's a big thunderous explosion, and we teleport across the way.
What?
What?
So he still took half damage on that, right, Joe?
Let me just double
I just
check.
want to make sure.
his
I saw he
Hydra.
succeeded. I just want to make sure he still
Yep,
took half.
yep, it is.
Okay.
It says.
Can you actually teleport Tuss since he's bigger than you?
I can take one person or a bunch of stuff.
You can take one person that's your size or smaller.
Technically, they're medium, right?
Yeah.
Or is
Isn't
a
all
gnome
said a
small?
small creature because he's a no?
It's close enough.
He's not that small, you know.
He's wearing a lot of.
I mean, he's
clothes.
not
Just
halfling
curls
size,
up in
he's
a
bigger than
ball
that.
real fast.
I can bring objects as long as the weight doesn't exceed my carry, I guess.
That would be a little tough, but
I'll just
I'll say
fall.
you can make
Yeah.
it.
I don't know.
You make it over
There's
there.
a minimalist anyway, so he's got 2 big weapons and basically a backpack of just rations.
Cool. So yeah, you guys make it over there. Allie.
Oh, all right. Well, if they're going to do it, up.
Up, Marty, up.
I like that.
All right, so you're right. So we'll just if that's what you want to do, then Ali, I'll on my next turn, I'll ready myself to fly and take off.
Okay.
I am not engaging with that if I don't have to.
I agree. No, I agree. That's probably a smart move for us here if we don't engage with it.
Then what I need to do is I'm going to have to add something here. Give me a moment. Oh, I have to read something momentarily. So that second Hydra is kind of just watching what's going on still, not moving, because there are people now on both sides.
Who's moving their mic in there?
Yeah, Randy, are you like sticking a Q-tip in the microphone or something? What's going on? He's not
I think you can
listening
hear
either.
I don't think you can hear us.
Great. He's going to open a bag of chips too. I'm ready for it.
Let's all just stop
Yeah.
playing and just stare at him until he
Yeah.
notices us.
Hey,
Maybe he
Randy.
unplugged his mic.
Or unplugged his
He might have.
headphones.
He was trying to unplug his mic so he could do his his chips without bothering him, but really he
He
just
unplugged the
didn't.
headphones and turned the mic up.
Oh, there it goes again.
There it is. We got it.
Oh, see, he's
Oh, he's
hearing it now
done.
too. He's like,
Randy's
that's too bad.
leaving. He's done.
There
Can
he
you hear
is.
us, Randy?
Can you hear us
It's
now?
not going to work.
He's not going to work.
It's not going to work.
Oh,
Sidebar.
shit.
Here we are.
This is awesome.
How about now? Oh gosh, Randy.
So that
I'm not
noise
going to
is
bother
just the-
muting
that's-
it.
That noise is the
Can you
noise.
mute him?
So just my
Can you
sound
mute him,
altogether
Joe?
then.
I
he
could
should be able
mute
to
it in Zoom.
in the thing, yeah.
I can mute him in Zoom, but you know what? I'll do that for now. Let me mute him.
There we go. Okay.
And we'll let him unmute when he gets a chance.
If he
So
notices.
If he notices.
yeah, I did mute you, Randy. If you can actually hear us now, but you can unmute when you've done messing with the mic. So that Hydra has.
I can't hear anything, guys.
Part
Just so
of-
you know, I'm just getting static on my speakers. I'm going to leave a call and come back.
Okay, ish. That's going to change everybody's position here. So
Hey.
Yeah. Oh, and it's too late. He's gone.
thanks, Randy.
Action-packed adventure.
Let's just look at me for now.
There we go. I like that.
Hey, Joe.
We're going to. So that Hydra is just looking again. It splits its heads, looking at both sides of the party. The same as the one that was already attacking Tusk and All Set. They're not paying that much attention. We do have, however,
4 more Hydras that
there's
pop up.
there
No,
is kind
no.
of what sounds almost like a rush of water. The sound of like a whoosh, almost like a little waterfall. But thinking like maybe a waterfall in reverse sound. And over near, that's not the right token. Why is that token the wrong token? Damn it. I'm gonna have to fix that. Let's use that one. There we go.
Ah.
So over near the door, a large figure of water in the color and shape of a fiend energy potion bottle pops up, and it looks like it's going to bar entrance to the building.
Oh my God! They have a statue fountain of fiend energy that is pouring water. Oh my! This is our headquarters doesn't even have that. That's terrible.
Is it water or is it fiend energy drink?
It's a waste of resources, is what it is.
It is a waste of
also,
resources.
It looks so cool, though. It looks so cool.
And it's actually in front of the door. So let me fix
It's all
that.
about the perception of what we are, and I'm furious with anger and jealousy.
There's something special about these guys.
This is why I'm defecting to Fiend Energy.
There you go. So that it
Because
just kind
they
of
have a fountain in their front yard, in their front of their building. They're that much fancier than us. Oh no!
and it's definitely animated on its own. So think water elemental, but a fiend energy potion elemental. Okay. They clearly have a bigger marketing budget than you, Marty.
Oh my God! How did they have it? How did it? Well, we do spend a lot of our money on stupid things.
They grow their own hydras instead of fireproof shirts.
All set. I knew that we should have spent more of the shirt budget on some of these things like this here.
All right, let's
Why
see.
don't we have Vanitas?
Hey, I'm not running the money, you know.
Let's see if we can
But-
get
but-
Randy
I'm
back
just
in.
the
here.
R&D guy.
But we've spent how many thousands of gold coins all set on the shirts? I know we finally got them the way we like them, but I mean, it was a lot of coin, if we're honest.
All
Hey,
right.
it's not our money. Right?
Well, it kind of is, isn't it?
I'll make whatever you want.
All right, we got at least Randy back visually. We have no idea
Visually.
what the audio's like yet.
Can you hear us though? Can you hear us,
We'll find out.
Randy? Or can you hear us?
In the meantime, we've got that, and we're going to then go to. We'll actually go over to Marty. We'll skip Tusk for now until Randy's able to
Yeah.
rejoin.
I think
in.
I got it settled.
Well, do you hear us?
I was hearing nothing but static. I even tried these other pair
How
of
about
headphones
now?
I bought, and they were all static too.
How about now? How about now?
Can you hear us? Can you
Yeah,
hear
I
us?
hear
Okay.
Okay, so then let's go ahead and take Tusk's turn. Randy, a fiend energy potion elemental popped up in front of the door, and I actually should add that to initiative. And let me do that.
And here it comes.
So that's going to be later, but it popped up, and you are there now with all set. Your turn. Or you're
Energy
near it.
elementals take damage, right?
What do you know about them?
If I
make
can
an
hit
Arcana
it, it'll die. Yeah, I guess I can make an Arcana check real fast.
Yeah, can I make one?
Arcana, nature, I mean, you pick.
Nature.
Well, I mean, because it's a magical item, it's a magical creature. I would assume Arcana would make more sense than
It does,
nature.
but you know, it is of nature-ish. It would have some similar properties of water, right?
Sure.
I'm cool with whatever you roll, as long as you roll something.
Let's go Arcana. I don't have a bonus.
I would roll Arcana for me. He can roll whatever he wants.
I would have been better with nature, probably, since.
Yeah, you're not really sure, but I mean, you've hit water with an axe before, and it, you know, what did it do? Just kind of splits the water goes back together, right?
He's gonna switch to his what do I have? The great club, and see if that'll do better than what his axe would do. Trying to cut water, so smashing it at least splashes it more.
Make a bigger splash.
Smash and splash.
You're gonna get fiend energy potion on people. That's what
15.
Okay.
Right there. All right. I am going to do a reckless attack this time around for my first attack on it.
All right, and that's one where you get advantage, but then it gets advantage against you.
Yes.
All right.
Oh, I guess I do. I no. Okay. Great club. There we go. So, attack. Advantage. Ooh,
Oh yeah.
Ooh.
that panned out. All right.
You didn't target it though, but we can fix that.
Oh, sorry. Maybe I can do that with damage. I'll give it a shot.
So 36. I'll take care of that. And
I'll also.
and
Oh, go ahead.
So not as much as I know that buzzing sound is. I think you, Randy.
That would be the AC unit kicking on.
Okay. Anyway,
Sorry.
the not as like the axe cutting through water, but the club still does kind of go through it a lot easier. Like it's not doing the amount of damage you might expect. But you do hit it.
Okay. I will do the Orcish Fury, which is once per short rest. When you hit with an attack using a simple or martial weapon, you can roll one of the weapon's damage dice an additional time and add it as extra damage to the weapon's damage type. I was going to do that for that attack too, since I hit.
Okay.
Let's see. What was the attack die? Was it a 8? I think.
It looked like 4d8.
So, one more 8-sided.
All right.
7 more.
7 more. All right.
And then I do have a second attack, which is my extra attack. So I will go ahead and do that. But I'm going to. I don't have the weapon on here. I was going to see if I could switch. Well, I guess mid swing, I probably couldn't anyway. I'll just use the Great Club again. All right. Did we decide if with Savage Attack, if all my attacks have the advantage, or is it just the first one?
On reckless attack, I think it's one
Reckless attack. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Then
Right?
just
I
the
think
first
it's like your next attack has advantage.
Mother of pearl. Opposite ends.
Yeah, that did
All right.
1. So that's going to be a miss.
Yep.
We're going to call
And
that
I
a miss.
did frenzy, so I do have my frenzy attack as well, if I may.
Yeah, go for it.
All right.
I'm all about that.
All about hitting that. There we go.
22 will hit, yeah.
All right. And then 8 more. Barely injured.
Yes, the water elemental is now barely injured. I do want to fix the token so it says the right things. It's a fiend energy potion elemental. But
Okay, so with
So it is
terrible.
made of the energy drink, to clarify.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
So as this happens here, I will break out my my Crimson Minotaur harness that Allset and me were working on here, and Allie can jump on top of it here, and then I will cast Fly on myself, put on some goggles, hand her some as well to protect her eyes, and then I will fly up 100 feet and then move forward with Allie 20 feet because I have 120 feet of. I'm sorry, I have 60 feet. Move up 60 feet. So I doubled it straight up in the air, and then on my next move, we'll start moving down. But for the first one, I just want to get up as high as I can,
okay.
and that would be my turn.
So how?
If you're good with Allie jumping on my back for her.
Oh yeah,
for,
definitely.
okay.
How far up do you actually go?
60 feet is my
60
movement.
feet. Okay.
Yep.
I will tell you, you don't need to go that far if you're just going over the hydras. So that could let you get further if you want. You probably only need to go 35 feet up, maybe.
Okay, yeah, then I would move down just a handful of feet as far as I can. Then probably right there, I would imagine, and start heading down towards where Allset and Tusk are.
Cool, yeah, because that'll get you a little closer at least. Okay.
Okay, yeah, then I will do that, and that will be my turn.
All right. Then this Hydra is going to kind of position itself in between, but not make any attack at this time. All set?
I am going to target the Fiend Elemental with Frostbite and see how much he likes that.
Oh, that's a good one. Now you have to make me have to look
Slushy.
that up.
I switched back.
That could be delicious. That could be a brand new drink item.
I switched back to the other headphones again. The screeching seems to have stopped. I don't really know what happened,
The
but that was
screeching?
terrible. It was a nightmare screech.
Constitution save.
Constitution save on the way. Oh, a 20. Oh, my. The Fiend Energy Potion rolled Energy Potion Elemental rolled a 20.
That stinks. This
Why
one
is
action around kind of sucks.
Marty, look. We can make
Yes, yes,
slushies.
yes.
We can make slushies.
Slushy. Oh my god, that sounds so good right now, Ali. Make sure you're writing that inside of the journal as we fly over.
Just rummaging through it.
What?
Slushies.
My mage hand would hand you the journal.
I'm wondering why my roll was not public.
He's shy.
Well, I put it in the chat. But,
Yeah, put it in the chat. I don't know why it didn't show up on the actual dice though.
The
Weird,
Fiend
but
Energy
anyways.
Potion Elemental. It didn't show. I'm looking at the stream chat. It didn't show up in the stream
Sorry.
chat. Oh well. Yes, Allie. You're just
Hi.
along for the ride.
Now, theoretically, and I may not even be able to do this while I'm up here anyways, could one dispel magic in elemental?
It's a darn good question. I suppose you just need to cast at a high enough level. It's a summoned creature. I think you can dispel. Can you dispel a summoned creature?
In
No,
the
you
spell
would have to
banish
description,
I'm,
in the spell
You have to
description, it
banish
says choose one creature, object, or magical effect within range, and the range is 120 feet.
yeah, I'll say yes, but you'll have to hit it at a high enough level.
I can only cast up to third level.
Yeah, I don't think that'll work.
Ignore me.
Yes.
I'm going to go ahead and use this ability because I didn't use it earlier, so I'll take it off my thing.
Hello?
Yeah.
Then yeah, I'm just gonna be in for the ride.
Yeah, okay.
I'll be like, Allie, while you're up there here, there's several Crimson Minotaur cans in my bag. You might want to get those ready.
All right.
Just start taking stuff out of his
We'll,
bag.
we'll go on to the elemental attacking Tusk. And Tusk, what it does is it moves into the same square as you.
Mm.
And it, I've got to get the right wording here to try and make this right here. It does a thing where, so it moves into your square. And you must now make a DC 15 strength saving throw.
Hey, strength save. You got this.
Yeah.
Okay, I was just checking something real quick. Strength saving throw. You mother.
Oh, 14. That's just one short. So the water just kind of overwhelms you, and you are going to take 13 bludgeoning damage. I think you take half.
Yes, as long as it's not magical.
I mean, it
If
just
it's
says
magical, I take
bludgeoning
it all.
damage. It's going to be bludgeoning damage, so that's all.
I drink it.
Drowning damage. Jeez.
Drowning bludgeons. And you are also now grappled. So on your turn, you'll be able to try to escape it if you like. So you are stuck in this. And has Tusk ever tried Fiend Energy Potion?
I don't think so, unless he was given it without realizing what it was.
He's never tried it in front of Marty. He'll know, he would know.
Tusk usually drinks just your typical meads and ales and whatnot.
Crimson Minotaur.
And Crimson Minotaur.
And Crimson Minotaur.
Yeah.
And when he's forced to drink Crimson Minotaur.
Well, Allie cooks with it all the time. You've had it several times.
So this...
He was being a baby about it. I started sneaking it in.
There you go.
So the flavor that you get when this thing just kind of gets all over you, because it's going to touch your face and your mouth, and it's going to go up your nose and everything. It's horrible. The feeling is probably really horrible, almost like drowning, because you're stuck in water.
Also, it's
energy
carbonated.
Fiend Energy Potion might be this version of it might be best described as the Sour Patch version of Crimson Minotaur. You can tell they're from the same family, but this thing it's got a really sour taste to it.
Ugh.
Could also be that it was just conjured from the swamp.
Ugh.
Okay.
Even worse.
And that is its turn. I do have to make my own roll on this to see if it recharges, because that's a recharge thing. Oh, guess what? And I have Tusk selected. So Tusk, you just rolled me a 6. Thanks, buddy.
Yay. Good job,
Yeah,
Tess.
you're welcome.
All right. And still, this other Hydra is not attacking, but it's going to move over. That's a little too far. It's going to move over to keep a closer eye on seeing where the flying folk are headed is in the same direction, going over there. And I do want to make a note too. On our map here, the larger view, you can see that the buildings are still kind of fogged out. You do see nobody else walking around. I mean, you're probably catching anything if you could.
Ooh.
And the building does not have any windows. So as you got closer, I'm not revealing anything because the building itself is windowless. And the
Joe,
buildings are all wooden as well.
I'm raging, so I have advantage on strength checks and strength saving throws.
Remember that next time.
You will do.
It'll probably be really easy for you now to escape. Your escape DC is 14, and it's your turn.
Also, when I make melee attacks using strength, you gain a bonus to the damage roll that increases as you gain level of this. That's probably why I have a plus like 8 on my attack rolls.
So
Anyway,
it's your turn.
sorry.
You can escape, or at least try.
Oh, it is my turn.
Yeah.
I will escape then. Since it is my
Escape.
turn. How's a 17 sound?
Yeah, 17's going to work. I saw
That was almost a 19 plus.
Yeah, I saw a low number in there, and I was like, no, you're not going to get stuck in it. Okay. I will let you move yourself. You're going to move yourself 1 square outside of the elemental. So you're able to escape it. That's your action. You can still move. I don't know what other bonus actions or anything you might have.
Do I still get the extra attack if I lost my action with that?
If it says you make another attack, then no, because you haven't made an attack. Your action was to escape.
All right, let me read these real fast. Let's see. You can attack twice instead of once. Okay, so no. And then my frenzy. Let's see. You choose, and then you can go into a frenzy when you rage. If you do so, the duration of your rage, you make a single melee weapon attack as a bonus action on each of. That's a bonus action attack.
There you go.
All right, I will use my frenzy attack.
That's what I was looking for. You got it.
All right.
Did you target the elemental?
No, Joe. I don't want to attack the air.
Well, I want to make sure if you target it in the game, it helps because it will do the correct amount of damage.
I also want to use my ability of Crusher to knock it back
The Crusher.
into the wall that it came from, which, because I can only move 5 feet.
It technically came out of the swamp, not from the wall.
Oh, well,
Yes,
towards the wall.
Okay. All right.
Get a little
so
space. No touchy.
you hit it, and we will move it back a little.
And I guess that's all I can do with my turn. Maintain my rage because I get to attack.
Marty.
All right, so Marty will
Airlines.
just use his movement and then his action to dash to get closer.
And you're gonna
Allie's
rain
tagging
hellfire
along.
on it.
Allie's on like a tow chain.
Yeah, so I can get to right around there is where I can get with my movement and everything. So
All right.
that's what I will do.
So y'all are up in the air about, what, 30, 40 feet away from the elemental?
Yeah, it's however high you said that I should be to avoid, you know.
I meant like
the jaw.
distance to the elemental, but yeah, I'm thinking because the Hydra is like 15 wide. I'm thinking it can go at least 15 up
Yeah.
from its body. So you're like 20 something feet. So 30 feet would have been clear of it.
Yeah,
right?
30 feet, 35 sounds where we should be at here. So that's where I'm at. And so we just kind of just flew like a jet across there, and so that's as far as we can get for that particular amount of movement.
And Allie's making airplane noises, not knowing what an airplane
Yep.
is. Right.
Yeah, and I'm just kind of yelling up to Allie, like, Allie, we're going to try to fly over the thing and drop some Crimson Minotaur on it and see if it will do anything to the fiend monster. Hopefully you're prepared. Yes.
She'll just hold up cans,
Yes.
Dive bombing.
Excellent.
just shaking them, get them
Yep.
extra carbonated.
Yes. Make sure you shake them very well. I think those are all set special cans too. So
All set special cans.
Immediate fear.
Speaking of all set, with the
I thought we
Hydras,
left Barbara back at the inn.
with the Hydras watching what's going on, all set's turn.
All right. And I'm going to give another shot with the frostbite again.
Okay.
Sheep, sheep,
Come
sheep.
on. Come on.
Don't roll a one. I
Oh,
mean,
you gotta
for
roll-
me, don't
you
roll
roll-
a
you
20.
should roll a
Sorry.
one. You need to roll a 1.
It was my fault last time.
Roll as Tusk again.
Hey, I only rolled a 10.
feeds.
But
What's the
14,
point
is that
with
still
saves?
it's still saved?
Yeah, 13's my DC for my spell saves. All right. Nothing exciting for me.
Kick it.
Kick it.
Owie.
I think at this point it's just going to be readying to throw these at it when we get in range.
Okay. The elemental's going to move up towards Tusk, and it is going to try and slam its full elementally self. 13 doesn't hit Tusk,
Nope.
right? All right, okay.
No.
I did.
I'm a
After
15.
me picking on Randy to target correctly, I didn't target, so isn't that perfect? So the elemental kind of flings itself at you, and you are able to dodge out of the way. Hydras apparently are at the end of their, well, the one closest to where you guys are seems to be at like a boundary. Like maybe it's got a little invisible fence or something, and it's not moving any closer. The other one, however, on its turn does again move a little bit closer. But it looks like it's not like charging in or anything. It's just moving closer to watch what's going on. Tusk.
Okay, I'm going to go full out reckless attack. My first attack on this thing, since it seems to only want to like move at me. For my first attack. Come on, let me select it. All right. I don't know why I'm clicking reckless attack. Great club. Attack. Advantage for that reckless attack. 2 8s.
Well, you still hit.
Still hit.
Yeah. It doesn't have a particularly high AC.
All right. So 5 9 for that first attack.
Got it.
I will use my extra attack now. I don't know why I'm clicking those. And attack normal. How does 18 sound?
That 18 definitely hits, yeah.
And then I still have my... Wow, low rolls. I still have my frenzy attack, so I will use my third great club attack and hopefully smash it again. Like Sean Connery, smash it.
All 8s and 10s for 4 rolls in a row.
Yeah, it's got to get better from here, right?
Oh, no, it doesn't.
Oh man.
So
All right,
all
so
of
that's
those,
the end of my turn, and now's advantage on me.
all of those, they definitely hit. You can tell you're not doing that much damage. It's like you're just kind of splashing it around, and it doesn't seem to be all that affected. But
Oh, can
you
I
know
knock it
you're
back
hitting
again
it.
with my crusher?
Say that again?
Can I knock it back with the crusher too?
Yeah, we
I
can do
want
that.
to make sure I hit it away.
Yep.
Hit it away, hit it away, hit it away now.
Marty.
All right, so I'll like yell up to Ali. Ali, are you ready for the drive-by or the flyby?
If it's all right with you guys, I can just move Allie's initiative right up with Marty's now, since you guys are kind of together. That
Yep.
work?
If everyone's cool with that, yeah.
Yep.
There.
All good.
All right, so I will use my full movement, and I will again get up to it, and then be over the position where Ali can drop the things on it, and then I was going to fly away from it that way with the rest of my movement. I was going to use my entire movement and then my action to move.
Okay.
So literally, we're just chucking these very, very well shaken cans.
Yep, just seeing if
a
there's any
flyby.
chemical reaction with this energy drink from Fiend and our Crimson Minotaur. It might make it stronger. Who knows? But
It might. That you're doing a flyby.
yeah,
Yes.
doing a flyby.
Okay.
Buzz in the tower.
Yep. Pattern is not full. So let's go ahead and Allie, let's go right to Allie's turn because that's Marty using up all his stuff. Allie, you can throw. This is just going to be dexterity. Improvised thrown weapon.
Shit.
It's a large target, but you are flying. So, you know, a
Okay,
regular
so-
roll, dexterity roll.
Just a straight up like ability check.
Yep.
Are we sure it can't be strength because I'm chucking it real hard?
I can't wait till Tusk gets hit by a can.
It's how you aim it that matters when it comes to ranged weapons, unless you have
Oh.
something that allows you to use strength instead of dexterity for a ranged weapon.
Muscles.
I forgot to move the rest of my movement. I was going to be about 15 feet off to the side, Joe, with my full movement.
Yep, go for it.
Okay.
We got the idea though that Allie's still in
There we
this
go.
spot because
Yeah.
this is her turn to drop this stuff, and we're just going to do that as a shared turn. Yeah,
Yep.
Okay.
you can do it. I'm going to give you both, so you'll be able to roll twice.
Get him,
So
Al. Get him.
So just 2 dexterity ability checks.
Yep. I mean, it's 2 attack rolls, but that's dexterity. You know, it's a roll plus your dexterity modifier.
So just roll a regular d20 then, and then do the math. Because if I do a dex check, it's not gonna. Or is it?
Yeah, dex check.
Oh.
We'll
Do a dex check, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. 1.
It's the loneliest.
Hello?
Oh.
Hello.
Hello. There we go.
Oh, you said 1. Oh my gosh.
All right. Bye, guys. It was a good session. I think I get a thing for this, but I don't remember. Hold on. I have a thing.
You are lucky.
Yeah.
You are lucky. You can reroll. You can reroll ones.
Halfling.
Yeah.
Okay.
You have halfway
Yeah.
luck.
Cool. All right. I'm gonna do that.
Third time's a charm.
Yeah, let's do that. Roll that again. That's
Better.
a lot better. What happened to the 1? I don't even see the 1.
I think she rolled with advantage the first time.
Almighty.
Yeah.
It was a 1 and a 4.
Okay. In which case, go ahead and roll another one. We're going to say that one didn't really count because you rolled it wrong.
Ability.
There.
Got a 12.
So we've got a 12 and a 12. You know, now I actually have to look. What is the...
Just roll them both at the same time, and we'll see how it goes.
Okay, let's say... Well, what is like splash on a flask of something? Because that's kind of what we're looking at here. Is there something like when you throw a flask of oil in a fire with a splash radius or something.
It's within 5. It's 1 square. It's 2. It was our big ready to drink cans that she threw down.
Okay. So we're going to say that both of them hit next to it. And when they hit and they explode,
Shrapnel.
Tusk, now you have Fiend Energy Potion and Crimson Minotaur mixed on you. And you are soaked with energy drink.
Oh, I don't get a dexterity saving throw.
No, in this case, you're not going to take damage. The elemental itself looks like it gets hit harder than what you were doing with your club. It's pushed back like harder because of the explosiveness, almost like concussion. It's taking up more space when it explodes than the small area of your club. And I will put some damage on it.
Also, when these clothes dry, I'm going to burn them.
When these clothes dry. That's the wrong number I put.
I'm like, good shot, Ali. Good shot. Maybe next time get it on the creature, though.
Water elemental
Just
is now
fine.
injured.
Ooh, it's injured now.
Yeah, it probably would have done
Yeah.
substantially more if it had landed inside and blew up outwards.
Yes.
Instead, it kind of pushed it back, almost like Tusk was pushing it back into the corner. It pushed it
I can
back
grab more
harder.
cans. We can just fly in circles.
And the Hydra still just looks like it's reached the end of its chain. You don't see a chain, but it's like it's not really trying to push towards your direction anymore. It's just kind of standing there and watching what's going on.
I like that I just have a Hydra backdrop now.
You do, yes.
All right, I'm giving Frostbite one more try on this guy. I just want to one more time.
One of these is going
Come
to do
on.
it, right?
Come on.
We're gonna kill it now.
All right. I don't even know
Freeze.
what his
I want to freeze this guy.
what the energy potion's Constitution saving throw is. Oh, you got it. I rolled a 10.
Hey,
Okay. And the hit points have been updated. It is now badly injured. Huh?
Hey.
See that? And there is
Oh, and-
something about cold. I don't know why it's not on here. I know it's in the monster manual.
Yeah, I think he freezes.
Oh, here it is, yeah.
For a little bit.
It takes cold damage, so it is partially frozen, and it looks like it's starting to move like glacially slow.
Yeah, and it also gets disadvantage on its next attack.
And that's from the spell?
That's frostbite. Yeah.
Okay. I just want to make sure because that's not something that happens when it freezes. That's from the spell.
Yeah, it's
Got
just
it.
from the spell.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if it attacks me, it evens out to a regular attack since he had advantage, and now it's disadvantaged.
And it's going to. So, Fiend Energy Potion Elemental's turn. That's a nice long card there.
Say that 4 times fast.
No.
That. We got. So it's able to move 1 square, and it will attack with no advantage or disadvantage because of Tusk. And it's going to try and slam into you with its slushy appendage.
Yeah.
oh,
And I'm not going to
Refreshing.
target you again and still miss you. So that's the key here. If I don't target you, Tusk, I will miss you. So
Yay!
a 10 will miss. You do feel like the little waft of cold as its slushy appendage flashes by your face.
Both relieved and creeped out at the same time.
You should be. And this other Hydra seems to have reached the end of its travel as well. Tusk!
All right, icy thing. I am going to hit you now with this, and hopefully I'll do more damage. I'm going to reckless attack this first attack again.
Okay.
How does 22 sound?
22 hits. You didn't target it, though.
Oh, my bad.
5 damage.
I'll target it for my other damage there. My other attacks.
All right.
Which hopefully will damage. So extra attack. 18. There we go. Finally a decent roll. And my last for my frenzy attack. Attack. That was another 18.
That hits
Sound.
too, yeah.
And 7 and 11.
Yeah, so you're still splashing it around, right?
So it's not like it's more solid because of the
No.
slush.
No. Well, I don't know. No, I'm just going to say no because it already figured out the damage. So it's it's
And
not.
I'll knocked it back again.
Yeah. Okay. I can definitely do that. You do have some fiend energy potion slush on your club, though.
All right, so with that, I'll be like, Allie, here, get 1 second here, and I will reach up and I'll warm up the cans with my infernal abilities, and then I will move myself over so that she can again fly past and bombard the thing again.
Try not to hit me this time.
Excellent.
Excellent.
Yeah, so that'll be my turn, and I'll set up Allie for another bombing run.
All right,
So
Allie.
just 2 more dex checks.
Yep.
Yep, and I've heated up the cans so that the carbonation is starting to really sizzle inside.
Gosh, it's going to be
She'll,
a wider
she'll
blast
shake 'em up.
range.
Shake him up. Shake him up.
Hey,
Hey.
there's a hit. That one's going to hit at 15.
That's
Oh,
even
the
last
12
time.
is
So still next to it though, but bigger blast.
So
Dust gets splashed again.
yeah, so
Poor buddy.
the first one hits, and it's right dead center of the thing. And when it hits, and it just goes, it goes into the slushiness, and the hot and the cold react with each other, and it just kind of explodes outwards. And let me put this. The whole slushy Crimson Minotaur-y fiend energy potion-y mess just kind of spills outwards. The second can hits a moment later, and it explodes. It just creates this nice big gush of soaking tusk with energy potion and Crimson Minotaur. Tusk, your hair's dripping, everything is dripping. You've got a mix of slightly warm Crimson Minotaur and slightly frozen Fiend Energy Potion on different parts of you.
Yeah.
It's like energy drink camouflage.
Yeah,
Very
seeing how coated he is, I'm like, Allie, what do you think of Crimson Minotaur body wash? What do you think?
I think we could make it work. I
They were
don't know who would
supposed to
use
give
it,
me a raincoat before I entered the splash zone.
The splash zone.
though. We didn't have any in your size.
Dang it.
Crimson Minotaur when you're too busy to wash.
Yeah, see?
Too busy to wash. So you defeat the Fiend Energy Potion
It should be spray on. You call it club.
Elemental.
Yes.
Yeah, I like it. That sounds like a winning strategy there, Tusk. You're definitely earning that promotion.
You can join the club.
So we got it?
Yeah, and for now, I'm going to do the end combat because the the Hydras aren't moving any closer to where you are.
Allie will give off a little cheer and give Marty a big high five.
High five her on my back.
Nice.
I'm going to move over next to all set.
High five the mage hand.
Yes.
I'm going to open my bag that hopefully the contents on the inside are nice and not soaked. I'm going to pull out those 2 bombs I did not use on the gargoyle statues and prepare to light them both and chuck it at this Hydra.
Wow.
Why?
He's out of combat.
So I was going to describe to you, and I still will now. As you're looking through this stuff, so the Hydra has a 10-foot reach. It is just like 2 feet or so short of reaching you, and it has a couple of its heads just out there sniffing up Allset and now Tusk, who has moved into that area. And you could reach out and tap it on the face if you wanted. It hasn't been able or isn't able to reach any farther towards you, so it's not attacking you, but it's checking you out, wondering what you might taste like for dinner, and is very eager to eat you, but you're just not close enough. It's not like ravenous and slathering, but it is very interested in eau de tusk.
I'm going to actually pull out that slab of meat that I cut off earlier, and I'm going to put the bombs into that. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to let it smell the meat, get it kind of close, and then once I get a range of if they seem like they're going to go for it, I'm going to go and pull it back, light these, and then I'm going to stick it in and have them grab it.
Okay. Who in the party might know something about hydras?
I can make an Arcana check.
Yeah, we can make a check, I guess.
That's all I got.
By the way, I'm not cutting a head off. I'm blowing the hell out.
I think it qualifies.
I rolled poorly for my Arcana check.
It's a 15 for my nature check to see if I know anything about it.
Yeah.
Can I use the thing from my necklace to see like?
Yeah, because it tells
Weaknesses?
you mainly about weaknesses and stuff. Yeah.
I actually got a 19 on my nature check.
Okay. So, amongst you, first off, Allie knows that the thing from the necklace, right? So, Allie, you know that a hydra will just keep growing heads if they're cut off. You have to. Its weakness is, once you start damaging it, if you can damage it with low enough numbers, you eventually kill it, right? With death by 1,000 paper cuts, or you have to cut off all of its heads very quickly. It's one or the other, really, because they'll grow back and it gets stronger in that perspective because it bites more. And this is stuff other people would recall from Hydra lore.
Yeah.
That,
Allie, does that seem like a smart thing that Tusk is doing?
Allie will just solemnly, slowly shake her head no.
So also, this is what's going to happen, but I think it would be funny if I exploded like 3 heads at once. What do you think?
Monty, look
I
at
think you
this
should give it a
over
shot.
here in the opposite direction.
Yes, what is that?
Hey, it's Elvis.
We can kill these people in here and then lightning step our way back across after we sleep, right?
It's just
Perhaps.
murder teleport.
All right, it's not very wise. I just realized that. All right, maybe next time I'll do it to a dragon or something.
There you go. Have a Draco Lich eat it.
Hypothetically.
Yeah, hypothetically, yes. Not like a real one.
All right,
like
I'll
you
fly
guys
up straight up and I'll see if there's anything on the roof, because obviously there's no windows or things on the building itself, so I just want to see if there's anything on the roof or anybody on the roof.
There are, you could see from up above, there are skylights, but they're too filthy to see through. There's
Ellie, look
just
at this
enough
here.
to light the inside.
Can I get close enough to prestidigitate them to clean them off?
Yeah, we could do that in a couple of spots. Let me do the whole Foggo War and
Hey, Allie, can I get some healing? Took a
reveal
beating
a
with from
little.
that Hydra.
You just find like 3 brownies with like black paint cans, just like, yeah.
That's all there is in there, man.
Just as soon as we come back down, Dan.
So Marty, you can
Oh.
kind of see
Living room?
a
Popcorn?
couple of spots in there. And let me do this. There. Okay. So you can
Okay.
kind of see it's like a table with a chair, and then there's another table with somebody sitting there eating.
Allie, who does that look like to you? Do we recognize that man?
Perception?
Give me a perception roll.
Ooh. Oh. Okay.
Oh.
I mean, it's still a 14.
You don't know who it is, but you can make out that they are wearing a Fiend Energy t-shirt. It's possibly a worker if this is indeed a lab or facility.
Okay, but the more important question is the shirt cooler than ours?
From this, angle and through the still, kind of dirty skylight, you can't quite tell if it's cooler, but you can see their logo on the shirt sleeve at the shoulder. You can see their logo.
All right, Ali. I think we go back and we regroup with the others here, and because my fly is about to wear off because it only lasts for 10 minutes. So I'll fly back over and I will drop us down next to Tusk and all set.
His fly is almost down.
Almost. It is now fully down.
Put that thing away.
Put that thing away.
no.
You're gonna get us all killed.
I got hit by one weird thing today. Almost.
Oh, hey-o.
Getting hit by another.
So,
Let's see.
yeah, everybody now is there at the entrance. The hiders are still very interested in what you're doing. There is a door and a building. Well, I mean, two buildings. Again, if I zoom out on the main map, you can see that building to the left, and on the map you have, it's that one to the left, the southwest part of the map that says laboratory.
Shall I knock?
I'd like some healing first before we enter any
Yeah,
building.
that's what I'm working on.
Yes, please.
But perhaps we should go to the lab because maybe that's where they have the Crimson Mentor light.
So what you gonna do?
Well, I'm waiting for Ali to finish the healing and stuff, and looking at the front door here, does it look like it's openable?
Yeah, I mean, it looks like a normal door. It's a door with a door handle. There's most likely a locking mechanism on the inside. Whether it's locked or not, until you try it, you won't know, right?
I check for traps
Well, yes. We'll check for some traps here.
with my axe.
With my axe.
That's one way to do it.
I check for axe. I have one.
That worked. All right. So Tusk, because I think I can only do one at a time with that.
By the way, using my battle axe gives a whole new expression to the word axe body spray.
Ayo.
More like bloody spray.
No, okay. It's a
Body
bonus.
spray's right.
Yeah.
Who are you healing first, Tusk or me?
That one was for Tusk, but it looks like it's just a bonus action, and we're not technically in combat that last time than that.
Yeah, so I'll look at the door and I'll be like,
Yeah.
well, we know that there's somebody inside there, Offset. I mean, if we go in there, maybe we can subdue him, and then he can tell us what's going
What?
on here.
Subdue.
Subdue him. What do you think I
Oh.
said here?
Oh.
I heard you say do him, but I saw your lips say
See?
subdue.
Subdue, yes.
And
I
not-
heard do
not-
him.
Not,
See?
not seduce him either.
Not seduce him, no. But I think that might be more prudent for us to go in there since we know that there's a person inside.
I mean, as long as it's not the first thing, like I'm fine with it.
Can I detect-
Um,
Is there any magic on the door, Joe?
Let's find out here.
The door itself, the detect magic does what? You can detect in an area too, right?
Yeah, super range.
I'm looking
30
at
feet is what it
how
should
big
be.
is the
Yep.
range?
30.
30 feet.
Okay. There is no magic detectable within that 30 feet.
Okay.
All right, so shall we just go and try to sneakily open the door and or should we bust in with
No, let's just walk in. Let's just walk in like we own the place.
I'll
That's what I
go.
think.
is everyone good for that?
Yeah, I'm just waiting on the healing before I go.
I
Traipsing
cannot
into
figure
somebody's
out how to
place.
use this freaking skill in this. I'm gonna use 47 of my points on all set.
47? Does he need 47?
See, that'll
Yes.
put me. Yeah, that'll max me out.
Yeah, he took a fair amount.
And then I'm just gonna use the remaining 13 on Tusk. I don't know how down Tusk is because Tusk has already been healed 9.
Yeah,
So
I have a
20
total of 168. I'm at 28, so I'm down 40 altogether. I don't know if he already added the 9 or not.
All right, so
I have
all right, so now
Okay,
that
so
we're all
9 and then 13.
well, now that we're all healed up here, let's burst in excitingly into the room.
Add your points, Tusk.
Okay, Marty. When you turn the door handle, you hear a mechanism in the door. There's like a bunch of click, 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 click. And all set. Definitely sounds like something clockwork in there. And after a few seconds, there's a slide on the front of the door that was almost invisible previously. It slides down, and there's a carving and a bunch of buttons. And the carving says, "Enter passcode."
Oh, this is interesting.
And the buttons are different symbols on them.
What kind of symbols?
Try password.
The password is password.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Check the map, see if there's anything written on it.
The symbols themselves are numbers in different languages.
Do any of them look like they've been used more than the others?
That sounds like an investigation roll.
It sure does.
With a 16, you can tell that there are 4 of them that look like they're more used than others, but you can't get much more than that.
All right. Do we know what languages these are in? I only speak Infernal and in Common, really.
I can read all languages.
Yeah, they're
awesome.
just they're in is fiendish language. What would it be for fiend?
Abyssal.
Abyssal. So definitely one of the rows is abyssal, and one of them is common, and one of them is orc, and one of them is elvish. There's several. Let's call it 6 or 7 rows of numbers and that many different languages. Although, in addition to also being able to read everything, they are in languages that are not, super rare. You guys have seen them before, even if you don't know what they are.
Yeah, so I'll also try this for the password. We're big stupid jerks. Try that one. See if that works.
No, because if that's not it, I don't know what's going to happen.
Well, okay, then which password should we try then?
How about fiend energy or just fiend?
Yeah, I mean, that's not as good as my password, but sure, we can try that. If that's what you want.
How do you spell that in numbers?
Yeah.
Well, whatever letter, I don't know. There's a
it's
number
numbers.
corresponds with the number
Just
of letters.
binary, that's fine.
There it is. There it
It's
is.
just numbers. I don't know.
Well, we said that there are 4 that look like they're more used than the others, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, Tusk, you said something as well. You check the map that we got for numbers. Let me see here. I'll pull up the map, and I'll see. Is there any numbers on there?
Give me an investigation roll there. You kind of know what you're looking for. So
That would be a 15.
with a 15, you can see around the map, in the corners, there are symbols written that do match the 4 symbols that Alset has identified as being the most used.
All right, Tusk, here, check this out,
yeah.
man. What do you think of this?
There's 1 in each corner.
All right, let's start with what? Top
that
left?
That's probably it then. Let me take a closer look at it too,
There you
since
go.
I
Yes,
had the idea to initially look at it.
Hey,
Oh.
So, what could this be? What is Tusk good at sense-wise? Sight, hearing, smell, what?
Probably smell, which is the opposite of me in real life.
Oh, you smell, buddy.
Oh,
Hey, it's Zoom. We
smell
can't
me all
tell-
the way from Indy.
We can't tell all of it. So Tusk, you're able to discern, and this probably has to do with your semi-lycanthropy as well, where you're able to sniff out stuff, probably even better than you were before. And you're able to figure out the right combination of them. And it's actually more like if you were to draw an X over the map. So it would be top left to bottom right to bottom left kind of thing. You get those in there. The door clicks like it's releasing some kind of mechanism. It opens slowly to the end of the episode.
Hey,
Oh,
hey.
Right on the other side of the door. Guess what they're making in here? The ends of episodes. It's crazy.
You finally tracked them down. These
That's
people.
where they've come from.
These people. They're
We'll
the
defeat
ones that
them
have
and
been
never
doing it
have another end of the episode ever again.
the whole time. I think Tusk stumbles on more of them than anyone else.
It's always behind a door, too.
Well, I try. I want to be as predictable as possible while still being somewhat unpredictable.
Yeah, what did the 4 symbols mean? Or were they just random?
It's just a random puzzle thing. I had no...
Okay.
I didn't want to spell something in several different languages, but I did want to use different languages. So just a random combination.
Mother, frisbee, squirrel, snake.
Yeah, that might have been funnier if I did it as words. But all right, so we've got that one in the wrap. So we've found where Fiend Energy has a secret lab. We're going to see what's going on there next time when we pick this one up. But for now, we can wrap this one up and we can all say bye.
See ya.
Bye-bye.
Pressed it. It's not making any noise. I don't care. You guys see it?
Don't hear anything.
Son of a bitch. Well, we'll pretend it's making noise.
Yeah. I mean, Randy, just play us out.
It was brought to you. This was all brought to you by me and them. Have a nice day.
Yeah.